Es uno menos en el barrio y uno más para el recuerdo. De pocos a pocos mi gente se desvanece, pero casi siempre son los que no lo merecen. La muerte de un inocente, lo sabe la gente, pero nadie dice que se lo llevó. Se rompió el corazón, lágrimas de madre, sangre en sus manos y no lo comprende el padre. Recuerda que la vida no tiene un valor y grita al cielo, mejor recógeme a mi Señor. Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente. Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente.
Dime dónde están los que desaparecieron, los que no volvieron, los que de uniforme se vistieron. ¿Dónde están los que ya no están del soldado Juan, que una bala traspasó su cuerpo con el ruido de una? Son historias como mi prima Gloria, que su cuerpo no aparece pero queda su memoria. Niña de 5 años que su aliento ya es agónico, encuentra cuerpo pero envuelto está en periódico. La vida es una tumba que la suerte te depara, la muerte está en la mano de aquel hombre que dispara. Padre que espera a su hijo que vive en la urbe, pero al día siguiente lo recogerá en la morgue. Se cuentan horas, días y también los calendarios. Primo, nadie sabe si caerás en cementerios, como mi amigo Mario que jugaba a ser sicario, hasta mató a su hermano y lo tomó como algo serio. Se cuentan horas, días y también las estadísticas. Para la policía un expediente más en balística. La lista aumenta y también el desenfreno, como aquel niño que golpeado en el hogar se siente ajeno. Le pone freno y toma la decisión, sacando la pistola de su padre en el cajón. Su lápida ahora pinta: hijo mío te queremos, si la muerte nos permite algún día nos veremos.
Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente. Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente.
¿Dónde van? ¿Dónde? Dime dónde van las almas que se pierden en el camino de la vida. ¿Dónde van? Dime dónde van. Que detienen pulsos y otros por impulsos para el diván. Penas que se cuentan en la esquina, cuidado con la neblina que la muerte se avecina por la acera. Joven estudiante muere en una balacera. Otro lío de pandillas que en el diario aparecerá. La vida se desaparece como el humo de un cigarro, locos disparando desde un carro. Otra vida que se pierde bajo el cielo gris. No se puede ser feliz cuando gente muere en un desliz. Como Marco que soñaba con ser narco, viajar en barco y olvidarse de las penas en su cuarto. Pero cada vez que parcha ya se siente harto, y su corazón marchito marcha para el infarto. Almas en oferta como Berta, se acuesta en una cama pero en otra se despierta. Son 14 años y ya perdió la niñez. Se desaparece un viernes y no regresa en 2 o 3. Coleccionando amores, sin importancia a los rumores. Van los menores, sin temores y sin valores, deambulando en cada sitio, con el futuro a convertirse en un graffiti.
Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente. Pase lo que pase hoy, siempre con la mente tu recuerdo en mi corazón te llevaré. Para donde quiera que yo voy, pienso diferente, es que el amor de ahora está presente.
Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles did not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material in use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same US
Isaiah
copyright
chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Every time, bro. Shalom. Shalom, family. Every time, every single time, man. How you doing? Can you hear us? Oh, hold on. I have you on mute. My bad, bro. Hold on. My bad, man. I accidentally did it. Go.
Check one.
You good, bro.
All right, good.
Hey, Shalom. How you doing, man?
I'm good, Ak. I'm good.
Okay.
Just battled and blessed, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So, family, just to let you know, our brother Yakasha is here today. All praise to the Most High for that. Now, for in case anybody doesn't know, we had agreed on his channel to kind of flip flop back and forth on some topics. So today we're going to talk about one particular one, since we're getting really close to it. It's a good idea, man. What do you think? Talking about these Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and where it came from, like the actual truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So anyhow, man. Hey, and for the sake of the joke, hey, look what I got. For the sake of the joke, right? Look.
Hold on, I ain't looking at it. 1 second. Oh yeah, what is that? That's the little spirit, the little spirit chihuahua from
yeah, from
Coco? No, not Coco.
I think so. I don't know. I just thought it would be a the topic.
Yeah, it goes with the topic, right?
Yep. And let's see who's there. Saludos, expert, and anybody that's there. Let me see what's the best way to do this. I think that's the best way to do this. All right. So what do you say, man? Let's begin. You guys want to begin? I think we should be good. We should be good, man. There's a couple people. I'm not in a rush to have 1,000. Right?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. I don't know if you want to do this. We didn't talk about this, by the way. Do you want to read the scriptures? You want me to read them? What do you want to do?
I'll read for you, bro.
All right, cool. Sounds good, bro. So then
let me just pull up my.
Yeah,
I can just read them off of yours.
Share your screen. Well, you want me to share mine? You can read mine.
No, I could just do it off the blue letter. Just tell me.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. And family, just follow. Just follow. So one of the topics, well, actually the topic today is what we are going to be dealing with for the next we'll be dealing with the 2 weeks already. I mean, technically, when do people start actually preparing for this so-called holiday?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I never really like kept track of it all that much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just always known it was around Halloween.
Yeah. Well, in the last, let's say, 10 years, I've seen, 5 years. It seems like they start in August. Like, the publicity, the marketing, you know what I mean? Right around August. So we get a good 6 months of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And in case nobody knows, this is the beginning of the slide. Like when you go up in a slide, Halloween is the beginning of it, if you can tell. So anyways, if you can do me a favor, bro, and get Ezekiel 13:3 for the family. So if you guys can follow, matter of fact, I'll place it too so people can see it. And if you could please read it for me, that'd be cool. Let me get it real quick. Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 3.
Ezekiel 13:3. Thus saith Yahweh power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
So read that again for me and pause after the Lord God, the Most High.
Thus saith the Lord the Most High.
So check this. This is what our Father, our Creator, the one, the only, the Ancient of Days. Don't confuse him. Okay. All right. This is what he's telling you. For you that prefer or want to rely on for the sake of trimming your ways. Oh, it's just tradition, man. It's just family. It's just a good feeling. What does he say? What does he say, bro?
Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets.
Destruction.
Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
This is the reason why the scriptures say, subdue your own understanding, especially right now. Because if you look at what it says, that follow their own spirit. We are in the epoch, so to speak, the era or century of individuality. Did not this particular nation of people, did they not come here? And the first thing they did, and I have the book on it. It's from, I should have pulled it out. Anyways, hey, Shalom, Melisheva, Shalom, real quick. It's Occupied America, 7th edition. Okay, so I don't want to go through this hassle of looking for it. In Occupied America, in its 7th edition, it actually states what these conquistadors did. Okay, they came here, and we believed in unity. We depended on our elders. You read history, bro. You can tell that we depended on our elders.
Right.
What did they do? They separated us from that concept. And they said, no. You young men are going to marry young women. And you have your own home, your own individuality, your own spirit. It started since they came here, bro. If you can read that for me one more time.
Good. This is Ezekiel 13:3. Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
Have seen nothing. Why? What is this holiday that when we were in the world? Let me ask you first, bro. What did it do for you when you were out there, so-called celebrating it?
You know what? I was talking to my son about this type of thing the other day because he's just turned 21 and he was asking me, well, my sister, she wanted to bring me out for a drink for my birthday. I told him, I was like, listen, all this really is about is chasing or trying to force to have a good time. I said, I've done a whole lot of this, back in the day when I was in the world, and it was never fun. We never caught that high. We never caught that good time that, the television is always advertising, like when you watch a football game, they're always advertising beer or alcohol and they're always just having a blast, right?
Yeah.
You see some kind of alcohol commercial or something like that, and they're just always having the greatest time of their life.
Yeah.
You ain't ever going to catch that. You ain't never going to find that. I told him it's just a fantasy. Mainly what's going to happen is you're just going to wake up feeling sick.
Yeah. Hey, what's that scripture? And I think it's Amos 3 or 6. that the Most High deals with his children first?
Bet.
Because we don't have an scapegoat for it. Listen, man, since the get-go, since I can remember, since I was young, I used to get, look, I would bite my tongue, I would stump my toe. I couldn't get away with stuff. If I ever, like, my parents got mad at, if my parent would whoop me, and I'd try to, go behind the door, like, bite my tongue, bro. It's like the Most High was always like, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
What seems to be good for them will never be good for you. And even the scriptures talk about that, bro. I think it's Amos 3. Let me look for it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Bro. Let me look
I
for
know
it.
exactly what you're talking about.
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
That he deal with the family first.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about? Let's see.
Amos 3.
Yeah, I think he.
Yeah. That's it. Amos 3, 1 and 2. Go for it, bro.
All right.
Here, I'll read it for you. Because that was your point. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Hear the word that the Lord has spoken against you." Let me read it again. Hear this word that the Lord, or that the Most High, has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt, saying, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities." Bro. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm reading it for you.
Yeah, so you'll punish you for your iniquities. So the one of the scripture that comes to me that kind of goes along with that is Psalms 23, where it says that your rod and your staff comfort me, right? The rod is for correction, the staff is for protection. When you are under the Most High, or a child of the Most High, he's going to correct you, just like it says in Hebrews, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to catch that correction quick because we are the children of God. And if you're not catching correction quick like that, and you're just riding it out and having a good old time, or, doing miles, or doing wickedness all the time, and you're not catching correction, you probably could count yourself as, one of the sons of the devil.
Man, that's scary, bro, right there. Hey, check this out. You know what? I don't know if that's the chapter you're looking for, but it's a good point that you bring it out, man. Get that. Read it. Matter of fact, read it. You can start off on, 23, because it's technically 6 verses. But check this out, because you talked about the refining. We always talk about refining, right? Well, what are the results of being refined? First of all, you see the results, right? So a lot of people forget the process. Watch this. Go Psalms 23. Check it out.
Psalms 23
Mm-hmm.
and 1. Did you want to start at 1?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Mm-hmm.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
Mm-hmm.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
Mm-hmm.
He restoreth my soul.
Boom, right there. He restored my soul. Well, hello, people. How the hell do you get restored? Restored from what? From your being asleep, from your destruction, from your thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do a little line. Maybe I'll dress up just tonight. Maybe I'll just have a drink. And I remember I told my children, I told my daughter, because she's 19, I said, listen, honey, in my family, we have the generational alcoholic curse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have it. You may not. You may be okay with one drink. But I'm going to tell you something. You're very curious about it. And that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because my wife's like, I'm scared. I saw what you went through. I'm scared. I'm scared. So you see the scary part of it, right? He restored my soul, because there's a time where you are destroyed and you got to go through the shackles. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake.
So it's never up to us, and it's his righteousness, his path, because if you leave it up to us, we already know the results. We'll go astray. As soon as we left Egypt, what we'll be doing? I remember the fish. I remember the cucumber. God, we used to be very good in slavery. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
exactly,
I will fear no evil.
And exactly what we just talked about, right? Just because some of us have been tempted, we're the example that a lot of you don't have to go through. I walked through the so-called shadow of death, right? But do you have to be the one? Do you really need the correction from the Most High? I told my daughter, listen, to my kids, you don't have as many sins to atoned for. How about you stay that way? You know, try to work towards that. Go ahead, man.
I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
That right there is what you talked about, bro. Thy
Right.
rod and thy staff. And when you go through here, I'll show it real quick. Just stay there, because just so you can finish it. In Sirach 6, and I talk about it often, 25, it says, bow down thy shoulder, and I'm sorry, 24. 23. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. Fetters are shackles. Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds, meaning what you're going to go through. Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, because when you start finding out all that wickedness that you have, and she shall be known unto thee, and when thou hast got a hold of her, let her not go. For at last thou shalt find her rest, and shall be turned to thy joy. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. So now go ahead and read what you have right now in Psalms 23, wherever you left off, I think.
Psalms 23:5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil.
Boom. Which one's the oil? Remember the renewing of the wine in the bottle with Mark 22:22? I showed that video where if you want to reuse a wine bottle, which is made out of leather, you have to dip it in oil for several months, right? To soften up the leather. And then you take it out of that oil and you beat it until you have the elasticity again. It is the same concept. And that anointment is what? Discipline, bro. Discipline. Go ahead, my brother.
Anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
He just said mercy again in the Old Testament. So you see what I'm saying, family? They keep talking about, oh, no. This mercy right here. Surely God, goodness and mercy shall follow me. Why? Because you actually put the shackles of discipline. And those shackles take time. Like going back to Leviticus 19:23. We are trees, and it takes time to trim our ways, to trim our fat. We are uncircumcised fruit until the time. It's metaphorically speaking, 3 years, 4 years. Go ahead and finish it off again, bro.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
You know what I'm saying, man? Now, unless you want to add something to it, let's go to 2 Peter 2:2.
Go ahead, brother.
Follow along, family. Follow along. 2 Peter 2:2.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 2.
Hey, real quick, sorry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to show it with this translation, right? Because you're reading King James, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So for those that don't like King James, I guess I'm trying to be cool with y'all.
Well, I'll just read it right off your screen if
you're okay with it. If you can see it.
Yeah, no problem. I can see it.
Oh, by the way, the reason I'm wearing these is because it gets rid of the glare, man. So for me, I'm blind as hell. I need my glasses in, honestly. I'm too lazy to go get them. Anyways, go ahead, man. Go for it, brother.
2 Peter 2:2. Even so, many will follow their immoral ways.
What do we do? What was the first scripture that said? It says that the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit.
Yeah.
So it says their own foolish ways. Go ahead, bro.
And because of what they do, others will speak evil of the way of truth.
See? Well, Christians celebrate Halloween, so it can't be that bad. Isn't that what this is saying? Others will speak evil of the way of truth. So it's like, nah, you're not lying. The laws are done away with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's free. No, so this isn't evil. Nah, it has nothing. It's just family. Christianity teaches family, right? Anyway, you want to add to it or no? You're good.
No, that's good.
All right, let's go. First Maccabees 1:41. So let's go to Apocrypha. First Maccabees 1:41. Goes right here. You got it? And we're gonna go to all the way to 49. All right, go over it.
First Maccabees 1.
And and 40.
41 through 49.
Yes, sir.
Moreover, King Antiochus
Antiochus or
Antiochus
Antiochus, however you want to say it, bro. Nobody's right.
wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws.
Whoa, hold on a second. What are we doing every October 31st?
Leaving our laws.
What are we doing every November 24th?
Leaving our laws.
December 25th?
Leaving our laws.
Oh, and by the way, in Mexico, December 12th, leaving our laws. In November 1st, leaving our laws. November 2nd, leaving our laws. Fiestas de Octubre, leaving our laws for 60 to 120 days at times, bro. Do you realize that? The evilness that we've been planting, all because somebody said, hey, let's create a new law. We'll make Christmas a holiday. We'll make Thanksgiving, and especially Halloween. Dude, Halloween's a holiday, right? Like, people have the day off on holiday. Like, it's paid for or something. I don't know. I haven't done it. Anyways, go ahead, man.
Okay, that was everyone should leave. Okay, 42.
That's
and
right.
everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Why? 'Cause
Yay.
it's convenient, bro. Because it's convenient. Because it's cool. Because a lot of you guys are scared of your children and your wives.
That's
your
the
husbands.
one I was. That's the point I was. That other scripture. After we get this,
Go for it. Get it now. Get it now. Get it. Get it.
okay, it says, our children are oppressors.
I'll read it for you. I'll read it for you. Give it to me. Go ahead. Our children are oppressors. Isaiah 3 or 5.
3 and 12.
3 and 12. Let's go. Isaiah 3 and 12, right? 3 and 12. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, and as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah.
All my people, they which lead thee, the women and men, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path.
Yeah.
Come on. That's a heavy scripture right there, bro. Go for it, man.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, you always ask, you break it out in the Bible. Like, you can crack open the Bible right in their face and show it to them right there, black and white in text. And they're like, well, you know, it's for the children, it's for the kids, you know. But they're spending their rent money, especially nowadays. Rent's like triple, quadrupled, you know. Food is triple, quadrupled, and they still, I've seen people pulling out mortgages on their house, like second mortgages on their home, just so they could, you know, give their children a good Halloween party or a good Christmas or whatever it is.
They start layaway like in August, bro.
So that's a lot of money that could be going to something more useful, like your rent or your house note or your car note or something that actually you use. You know what I mean? Instead of, because those toys just end up in the trash the next day.
Hey, man, that's not even like unheard of. That is so common, bro. Yeah, I have kids, and you buy my daughter Play-Doh, and one day that's it, $10 packet. And that's the sad part, because, you know, like, our priority, again, like the scriptures, our priority is for them to rule, for us to please them, instead of having law and order and structure, because that actually is giving them more than what we're doing right now. And I'm saying us, like, just as in general, you know. I know a lot of us don't do this right now. Some of us don't, but as in general. You want me to read it for you again, or are you good?
So, yeah, that's good, bro.
All right, let's go back to First Maccabees 1:43. We left off right there.
But
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 43. Let's go ahead.
First Maccabees 1 and 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols.
Damn.
Profaned the Sabbath.
Yeah, bro. Because, you know, Halloween, in case y'all don't know this, look at the day of Halloween. Halloween falls on the 31st, right? October 31st. A lot of stuff been going on this year, man. Fall on. Oh, yeah, I know it falls on Halloween. Hello. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. October 31st is a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Next, it's in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, bro. And I think new moon. Well, I can't tell right now. But anyway, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. My bad.
All right. So they profaned the Sabbath. Verse 44.
Mhm.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange law of the land
Mm-hmm.
and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Matter of fact, this is one example, not necessarily, well, it is Halloween, but this is one prime example right here of the Virgen Maria, the December 12th pollution of the sanctuary. Like you guys literally said, hey, let's follow the way of the heathen, because you want to know something, bro? The actual what's his name, Juan Diego, that was from this guy named something Capodatori from 1300. The same image, bro. The same image.
Oh, yeah?
The same image, man. The same exact image. So as you can see, it's just other people's traditions. Then they set up altars to worship her. And by the way, when you guys do these Halloween things, right? In case you don't know this, you're putting cemeteries, you're putting pictures, that's imagery, that's setting up altars. You're technically showing worshiping. I mean, unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong or right?
No, anything you pay your attention to,
It says here, chapels of idols. Look at that. It says it right there.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Keep going. Should be done on this 49.
All right. Let's see. Where 41 you said? Hold on. Where we at?
48. 48.
45. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifices and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and the festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Yo, swine's flesh. Swine's flesh, that's a big deal, because what is it that everybody promotes, especially for the next 3 months? Ham.
Yep.
Ham for October dinner, ham for November, ham for December. Every single time. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
And it's the cheapest too.
Yeah, it is the cheapest. Yo, look at man, verse 48. Check it out.
48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable.
So check
with
this
all
out.
matters of uncleanness.
You know what's so funny about that, bro? A lot of times we see it like we think the physical uncircumcision, but no. This is actually talk about the mental part. You didn't keep the laws of God anymore. Now your mind is uncircumcised. Now there's no renewing, there's no cleansing, nothing. Now you make their soul abominable. You see that? The children uncircumcised make their soul abominable. Scriptures talk about that the circumcision comes in within first. So it technically shows us right there what creates an abominable, uncircumcised mind: idolatry, imagery, worshiping of idols. In case you guys don't know that, go ahead, bro.
And make their souls abominable with all matters of uncleanness and profanation.
Profanation. So basically, it's just like the pattern of sin. Once you do it, you keep doing it. Like, well, maybe I'll stretch it. Well, maybe I'll do a little more, and then the sin increases. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelation 18:4.
Hold on, there's one more.
Go for it.
To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
In case you guys don't remember the classes that brother Yakasha and I do bring out, one particular page that I do bring out is the reminder of how they took the scriptures away from us for more than 500 years. Up until the 1900s, late 1900s, okay? We were barely seeing the scriptures in our hands, and it was very expensive. So when you take away these particular laws, so then we forget them, what ends up happening? We change our ordinances. Now we think Dia de los Muertos is part of our tradition. La Virgen María crawling on her knees. It's part of our tradition. Ah, el día del pavo. Pues, ¿por qué celebras, güey? I don't know. Porque el pavo es gratis. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, bro.
And it's always, it's always mainly about the party. You know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, that's
There it goes again. Just always about the party, chasing after having a good time.
Oh man, that's perfect. Check this out. The actual thumbnail, it's actually that right there, bro. Check it out. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Where's it at? Yeah, it's right here. Let me see if I can do it. Is it here? Hold on. It says here. Give me a second. Where are you? Thumbnail. Come on. That's weird. Not here. Well, I thought I had the thumbnail, but I guess I didn't. The thumbnail from the class is what I was basically trying to. Oh, that's why I picked the wrong filing option. Okay. So here it goes right here, family. So Brother Yakasha was talking about what they're promoting. What are they basically saying that you should do? Right? Look at this. This is actually scary. You know, what you mentioned. Boom. Eat, drink, and be scary, bro. Look at that, bro. Seriously, who are you guys, bro?
Be scary, yeah.
Look at that, bro. Eat, drink, like get drunk. Excuse my language. Get shit-faced. Okay?
Yeah.
Get laid. And hey, I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever. That's what it is. At the end of the day, all they want you to do is consume drugs, have sex, give up your spirit, enjoy the flesh, and don't even worry about the fact that the Most High dwelleth in you. The potentiality. Psh, bro.
It's always kind of tripped me out this holiday of theirs, bro, because I mean, you see the most ugliest things on television. Like, they promote the most ugliest things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just talking about The Exorcist the other day, right? I won't even watch that movie. I seen that movie like one time when I was younger, but I won't even watch that movie. But they persist to show that ugly ass spirit on television. When you got toddlers, like, right, they'll be watching cartoons or something, and then a commercial will come on advertising a marathon of horror movies, right? And they show all these bloody zombies murdering demonic faces to small children that are watching TV, bro. It always tripped me out.
Well,
I'm like, what? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish.
So I'm like, when is that ever okay? When would you ever walk up to a child and just flash a demonic image in their face like that?
But you know what the sad part is, bro? Here, let me get that for you. It says, by the way, shalom, everybody, man. Obviously, in case you guys don't know, Brother Yakasha is here visiting. We had yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying shalom to y'all.
Okay, cool. So we agreed on going back and forth on different topics. You know what I'm saying? Just different topics. Today we're gonna talk about this one. Okay. So, anyways, that's what we have them on board. I'll praise to the Most High. Here, let me read this for you. It says, Deuteronomy 7:26. Do not bring a detestable thing unto your house, or you, like it, will be set apart for destruction. Damn, oh my God, that's beautiful. Hold on a second. This is the best part. Regard it as vile and utterly detested, for it is set apart for destruction. And remember, it goes back to that whole, perfect hate. It's not talking about perfect hate, perfectly hating nations. It's talking about perfectly hating sin. That's what it's talking about. But this is crazy, man.
Set apart for destruction.
You want to add anything to it?
That also reminds me of fit for destruction. This nation fit for destruction. These vessels that are fit for destruction.
Perfect, bro. Perfect way to get into this one. Let's read Revelation 18:4. Watch this. You want me to get it? You get it.
I got you, bro.
Go for it.
Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Oh, wait, partakers, because you're going to be set apart. Part, right? In part, or partakers, or you're going to be part of that. Go ahead, bro.
Not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Because you will be set apart, family. If this doesn't scare you guys, if it doesn't, look, listen, a matter of fact, a perfect time to show this right now, because I actually did this video, and I really like how the sister, like, she brought it home, bro. She really, and I was so happy, man, because Raza suffers from this right here, bro.
Yeah,
Raza suffers from this worshiping of idols and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of the topic. That's why. But let's listen to this sister now. This is perfect. Because check this out. See, I love it because not only is it brothers waking up, but our sisters are also coming to the reality. Like, yo, this isn't making any sense. The Spirit is speaking to us, brothers and sisters, man. I'm telling you right now. Matter of fact, let's get that before we jump in, because I like to, you know what I'm saying? Always involving the family, man. Here, I'll read it, bro, and you break it down. All right. Ezekiel chapter 22, okay, verse 26, and it reads, her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and I am profaned among them. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves ravening the prey. Damn. To shed blood and to destroy souls, to get dishonest gain. And her prophets have dubbed them with untempted mortar. You know, dubbed, the word is like you know, plastered it like all over their skin. You know what I'm saying? Seeing and talk about mortar, it's like mad crust, bro. Just imagine like surrounded with mad cement, or like, you know, like tar all over you, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing vanity and divining lies unto them, saying, thus say the Lord God, or the Most High, when the Most High has not spoken. I think she went to 28. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. That's a good scripture, sis. Excellent point.
Yeah. You know, that reminds me of all these Christian churches, how they be having the Christmas tree on stage. You know, they'll be having Halloween parties at their congregations, this and that, so they could get that money, because, you know, if you can make it fun, more people's gonna come.
Bam, man. Oh man, this is great, bro. Because look, she's actually saying the same thing, that she's at the store. She's at the store going through the whole thing about shopping, merchandise. Hey, look, buy me celebration. Now let's watch and listen to this. All right, family. It goes a few minutes. Let me speed it up, right? So then you guys can listen in. All right, let's listen. Listen to the sister. Let's go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning.
I literally oh my gosh, wow. Okay, I can't even make this video. This is super hard. So I was shopping I'm Mexican, and I was shopping at like a Hispanic market, right? And the announcements of the store, they were talking about how there is, because we are approaching the Day of the Dead, which is the 1st of November. So what they were talking about was, oh, we're keeping it really traditional for the Day of the Dead. We're gonna have the bread, which we call it pan de muerto, which is literally the bread of the dead. And we're gonna have the altar, is very traditional. And we're also gonna have this celebration, and we're gonna have it very traditional. Like, when I tell you that my heart was devastated, and I'm trying my best to like stay quiet in that store, but I couldn't all the way, but I wanted to make like a big fuss about it. And like just cry out to them like, this is witchcraft. How do I know? Because I was making these altars until literally the Holy Spirit took me to the Bible and showed me that this is not only unpleasing to God, but it is opening demonic portals. So if you are Mexican, or if you are Hispanic, I don't know, if you're celebrating the Day of the Dead, let me tell you, like, let me please tell you, like, that stuff is not just an abomination, it is an actual practice. It is a ritual. You do not understand how heavy this ritual is. You're literally putting showbread to dead people, but they're really entities. Those are demons that come and claim that. Look this up. When you look into Santeria, when you look into Santa Muerte, when you look into all these different dimensions of witchcraft, guess what? Guess what? They have altars. The Day of the Dead is you celebrating witchcraft. And then why do your kids get sick after these days? Because you're literally giving legal rights to demons to take over your life. That's why a lot of people, they progress so much and then it stops. Because you have devotion onto demons and you don't even know about. My heart is grieved as a Mexican, but I'm at the same time so grateful that God's...
It's just buffering right now. It's just buffering.
Snatched me out so I can help my people, because truly when the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge, he means it. I just want to encourage my Hispanic community, like, don't do the Day of the Dead. Repent, like, turn away from that stuff. You don't have to take my word for it. Go into the Bible. I'll link down scriptures, and then also even go to Google, do your research as to what this actually even means. I know it seems like, oh, we're just celebrating like our people that passed away. No, when people pass away, that's it. There is no celebrating them. We can't do it. And I'm not saying you can't like reminisce and you can't love on a loved one that passed away. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you cannot put altars. You can't make worship to them. That's literally worship of false gods. Like, a dead person is a dead person. They're not anything less or anything more. Like, it's literally a person that now passed away, but it's intense because this is actual witchcraft. A lot of people, they wouldn't, if you tell them, oh yeah, are you down to come home and to practice a ritual with me, they'll be like, you're tripping. But think about how crafty the devil is. He sneaks stuff into traditions. These are not new traditions. These are not new. A lot of us, we call it new age. It's not new. It's foreign, for old, ancient, I meant to say, not foreign, ancient things that have been practiced. Repent from this stuff. Turn away, and please send this to whoever it is that you know that is going through this stuff. Like, please let people know, like, that stuff is literal witchcraft. It's literally brujeria.
Man, that's beautiful right there, bro. Bro, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful.
It's necromancy.
Yeah, bro, that's it, man. Let's go ahead and hit these 3 scriptures real quick so we can bring up that scripture that she showed on the screen. If you can go to Isaiah 5:20. Actually, I'll get it. My bad. I don't know if you want to use the screen. I'll put the screen so they can see it.
Put the screen and I'll read it for you.
Go for it, please.
We still got Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
It's very, very, very simple here, family. There's no need to break this down, because right here, Brother Rick just brought it out. Matthew 8:22. Let the dead bury their own dead. Hello, which means, who unto you that says Rosario for 50 days? You know, every year, le vamos a hacer panecito a los muertitos. No, it says here, woe unto you that call evil, which is evil, necromancia, talking to spirits, good, and good, meaning the ways of the Most High. You call that evil? No, that's done away with. Let's go to Jeremiah 10:1, please.
Go ahead, pull it up.
Yes, sir. Here, oh, that's right. Jeremiah 10:1. Go for it. Actually,
Jeremiah,
10 and 2. My bad. 10 and 2.
Jeremiah 10:2.
Yes, sir.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So as we can see, the continuousness of idolatry, Halloween, all of these things. Hey, listen, don't be dismayed because it seems like it's never going to end. No. Just don't learn the way of the heathens. That's what the scriptures are talking about. Do you want to add something to it, bro? Or do you want to move on?
Go ahead.
Let's go. Proverbs 3:31.
Bring it out.
Yes, sir. Proverbs 3:31. Thank you, sir. Go for it.
Proverbs 3:31.
Yes, sir.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Once again, we're reminded. Woe to them that think good is bad. I'm sorry, that good is bad and bad is good. Okay. Then it says, learn not the way of the heathen. Why? Because they're your oppressor. So don't learn their ways. Very simple. Now, the sister brought out Deuteronomy 4:15. So let's read it, man. Let's read it. Deuteronomy 4:15. A matter of fact, I'll read it, bro. And if you want to add to it, you can. Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
Deuteronomy 4:15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude in the day that the Most High spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure. So you people that are worshiping white or black Jesus, okay, I'm just telling you right now, or any image of the Most High, white or black one, it says here, the similitude of any figure, whether it's Nate the Snake from IUIC, or any leader from like what, General Yohana, all those, they worship them like at their feet. That is idolatry, okay?
Yeah.
Graven image is you putting the pictures of them too. Or the Christmas tree. Or me dressing up and saying, look, son, hey, let's do this every year on the 31st. It says here, the likeness of male or female. The likeness of the beast that is on the earth. Isn't that Halloween? The likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air. Don't they dress like crows? The likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground. Don't they dress like alligators for Halloween? The likeness of fish that is in the waters beneath the dirt. Don't they dress like sharks? And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, do they not relate the full moon to Halloween? And the stars? That's out. Even all the hosts of heaven shouldn't be driven to worship them and serve them. When you guys are going celebrating every damn year on November 1st, 2nd, or October 31st, you are lifting up your eyes and considering that the heaven. Because for that day, you are worshiping that demon right there. And when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars and all the hosts of heaven, should it be driven to worship them or the flying witch and serve them, also dressing like them, which the Most High, our power, had divided unto all the nations under whole heaven, meaning learn not the way of the heathen, because that is for them. For them. You want to add anything, bro?
Yeah. You know, and another funny thing about this day that I've always noticed, even since high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, these girls let all the hoe up out of them that day, bro. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying,
Like
homie.
they will dress in the most scanty things that they could find, just letting that whore up out of them. That's always been in their heart. You know, people on that day, they just basically they get to reveal their true selves.
Yep.
You know, some like to be demons, a lot of them like to be zombies, a lot of them like to be hoes. You know,
hey, bro, hey, homo, LGBTQP. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They dress up that day. Yo, listen, because you know what I mean. Like
yeah, they do. They do. It's like,
is there time? Is there time to dress up? It's like,
oh, well, I'm gonna dress up like what I want to dress up like.
Making an excuse, but in their heart, that's what they're hiding. You know, they always wanted to be that transvestite thing.
Oh my God, bro! Let me read this for sister. All praises, Alicia. Jeremiah 8:12. It says, "Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?" He's asking the question. May they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among that fall. You see this? They're not blushing about showing their skirts. They're wearing, you know, like G-strings at the club now, bro. For you know damn well how thanks Halloween, October 31st on Tuesday, you're gonna see a lot of people miss work on Wednesday, and there's gonna be a lot of DUIs, and there's gonna be a lot of disease passing by, and there's gonna be a lot of abortions within 2 weeks after that. Why? Because there's gonna be a lot of unsafe sex, because that's all it's about. What was the thumbnail? Eat, drink. And what?
Be scary.
And be scary.
Yeah.
Right? And be scary. It's what is that? Let me finish it. It says here, therefore shall they fall among them that fall in the time of their visitation. They shall be cast down, say the Lord, and say the Most High. And you know, this is actually a scary point, bro, because the scriptures talk about that. When that happens, people are going to be, you know, partying, getting married, and no big deal, you know. I'm dressed like a fairy. Burn you. Like, wow, bro. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Hold on,
Yeah.
let's get another one for her real quick before we move on to the video. Ezekiel 20. Let's see. I appreciate you, fam, for getting involved. This is good. Sharp iron or sword sharpen his sword. Ezekiel 20, 77. You mean 7, right? Or 17? I think you mean 17. Nevertheless, mine eyes spared them from destroying them, neither did I make an end of them in the wilderness. I'm not sure which one you talk about, sis. For the sake of time, let me go ahead and jump to the video. I'll get that one for you, sis. Do you want to add something, bro, before you show the video?
No, bring it out, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So this video here, it's called The History of Halloween. Okay, The History of Halloween. And this is one of the videos that I'm going to show you. So let's get an idea of like, what is this Halloween? Like, you know what I mean? What's this Halloween? Remember the sister said that it's ancient. And you people, our brothers and sisters, y'all going to be in for a very big surprise right now. You guys are going to be for a very big surprise. You're going to find out that this history, it's like, how much have they been lying to us, bro? I'm baffled by it. Like, there's so much lies. Like, dude, the world is a stage, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh wait, hold up. Sorry, my bad. I'm gonna mute myself so that I don't hear no echoes. I guess there's echoes and stuff. All right, here we go. Mute myself.
Every year, millions of people around the country spill into streets, dressed as fairies, goblins, characters from their favorite movie franchise, and everything in between, partying and making mischief. But outside of a good time, how many know why they do it? Today, Halloween is a billion-dollar industry. But exactly how did it get there? While today Halloween is synonymous with commercialism, it wasn't always that way. The word Halloween comes from the words hollow, meaning...
I want to say that you see how it said synonymous with like marketing? Yeah, they pushed that, right? That's crazy, bro. All right, let's go.
Holy person, and Een, deriving as a contraction of Eve. And All Hallows Eve finds its origins all the way back in the time of the ancient Celtic pagans with the holiday of Samhain, a 3-day fire festival that essentially celebrated death and rebirth. The Celts, who lived in what is now Ireland, Scotland, the UK, and parts of Northern Europe, based their calendar on the Wheel of a Year, essentially divided into two halves, the light and the dark. When one gave way to the other, this transition was marked by a fire festival. The word Samhain translates into modern Irish to summer's end. Samhain celebrated the dead, and particularly the celebratory feast paid homage to loved ones who had passed away recently, essentially as an invitation for their spirits to rejoin the living. Many of Samhain's original rituals have been lost, but what we do know of their holiday traditions from Celtic folklore and ancient Roman historians is that they were intended to connect them to spirits, including costumes, most likely animal or furs to help them hide from the unfriendly ones, feasting, and making lanterns from hollowed-out gourds, seemingly the birth of the modern pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. Sacrifices, generally of crops or animals, were made during this time as an offering to the spirits. It was popular for tricks or pranks to be played by humans and blamed on mischievous spirits. As a result of the Roman invasion, with most of the Celtic land being conquered by Rome in 43 CE, the spread of Christianity and Catholicism would force pagan Celtic traditions to evolve or be completely repressed. In part, many Celtic traditions and popular pagan practices were reframed to fit within a Christian narrative as a way of converting people with greater comfort and ease. Samhain would evolve into All Saints' Day, which is also referred to as All Hallows' Day, and was intended to be a day to celebrate the Christian saints and martyrs. Essentially, instead of honoring pagan gods and mischievous spirits, they now celebrated Christian figures. While the sacrifices were replaced by food offerings to the poor, the tricks and pranks continued, but instead they were now attributed to the spirits of the saints. Halloween evolved as a more secular version of All Hallows' Eve, and eventually it would become more popular in common practice than All Saints' Day. While Halloween has its origins in the British Isles, there's a great disparity in its popularity in former British colonies. The Puritans who came to colonize America were Protestant and did not celebrate holidays of the Catholic Church as they were believed to lead to idolatry. In the early days of the American colonies, celebrations of Halloween were mostly forbidden as they were deemed too pagan or too Catholic by the Protestant colonizers, though elements of it began to incorporate into secular harvest-related events in the 1800s. The mid-19th century saw a large influx of immigrants entering the country, especially Irish immigrants who were greatly impacted by the potato famine. With these people came Halloween customs out of which one of America's favorite holidays was formed. In keeping with the mischief, children would dress in costumes and be given money or fruit for artistic offerings like poetry, songs, or even jokes instead of prayers. By the late 19th century, children were playing seemingly innocuous pranks on their small local communities. Adults would soon find incentive to dissuade children from playing pranks. Enter trick-or-treating.
The 20th century would finally see the commercialization of Halloween.
By the 1920s and 30s, Halloween merchandise evolved to pre-made costumes for both children and adults. After World War II in the 1950s, the economic boom had candy manufacturers getting on the Halloween bandwagon. Movies and TV are also largely responsible for the proliferation of Halloween as a mass-market holiday. Cinemas in the 50s offered scary movie festivals, and in the 60s, the new television industry began running Halloween specials during Halloween season. By 2015, the National Retail Federation predicted spending on Halloween could reach $6.9 billion. Whether you believe that we've lost the meaning or not, Halloween has since evolved far beyond the days of pagan fire festivals. For more than a month out of the year, costume stores show up out of...
Hey, check it. That's why I wanted to show that part because, yeah, my camera eventually dies. I don't know, man. Anyways, so you see what he said at the end regarding marketing, right? Yeah. Turn it into marketing now. And I don't get confused, fam, because it may sound like, oh, you see, it's not evil, it's just marketing. No, they got to continue to push that. Well, how are they going to do it? To your children, because at one point it was the adults that were doing that, right? Yeah. Catholics, you know, those older people, you know, as you can see it, and then the children started doing that after. So let me get Deuteronomy 18 real quick. So now we got an idea, just a little basic idea. Right, but we're gonna get a little deeper into it now. Deuteronomy 18 verse 9, sir, if you can.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy 18 verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not err to do after the abomination of those nations.
Now I don't want to kind of segue from this, but this has to be brought out right now. Okay, it says here, when thou art come into the land which our father gave us, right? Thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations. So now, pause for a second there. So you mean to tell me that there were people in this land that were already committing abominations? Now, where did the scripture, does it say that God gave these people that land? He didn't give them that land, did he? So when you read about don't go and do the things that are in that land, well, who was in that land? You remember who was in that land?
Canaanites.
Exactly. So how many different tribes do they have? Like 7, right? 7 tribes.
Yeah, I think there's no.
The Girgasites, the Jebusites, the Hittites, the obviously Canaanites, the
I got it right here.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 7:1, and thou like bring thee into that land whether thou also possess it, hath cast out any nation before thee, Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. 7 nations greater than mine.
Damn, 7 greater than Mount. But as far as I understand, there's only certain people in certain nations that are, considered greater than other people. So now it's talking about 7 nations. So that the scriptures have just told us that when you go into these lands where these guys are, don't learn their ways, right? Mm-hmm. So now in Jubilees 10, for the sake of time, I won't read it, but in Jubilees 10:28, it talks about how Canaan and his whole friendship of tribes went into the land that was not theirs. So what is the one thing that relates to witchcraft, my bro? Do you know that by any chance? No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me rephrase the question. Rebellious.
Yeah, right.
Check this out. So we have a rebellious nation. They went into a land that wasn't theirs, right? Matter of fact, let's bring this out real quick. Here, I'll read it. I'll read it for the sake of the brothers. Let me see where we're at. The Book of Jubilees right there. Okay, Book of Jubilees, chapter 10, verse 28. Watch what he reads real quick. It says, and Ham and his sons went into the land which was to occupy, which he acquired as his portion in the land of the south. Who gave him that land? The Most High. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, and it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, meaning West Africa, into the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the borders of Jordan and from the borders of the sea. And Ham, his father, and Cush, and Mizraim, his brothers, said to him, you have settled in the land which is not yours, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so, for if you do so, you and your sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. For by sedition you have settled, and by sedition will your children fall, and you shall be rooted out forever. Dwell not in the dwelling of Shem, for to Shem and his sons did it come by their lot. Cursed are you, and cursed shall be you beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by our oath in the presence of the Kadesh judge and in the presence of Noah. Check this out. But he did not listen to them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entrance of Egypt, he and his sons until this day. So now check this out. Meaning what? He was going to do whatever he wanted, correct? Mm-hmm. I don't want to listen. It's my way. I don't care. So what does that sound like to you, bro? If you tell your son or daughter to do something and they don't listen, what do you say? What do they call them?
Rebellious.
Thank you very much. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Come on, bro. And stubbornness, meaning Canaan, get the hell out of there. It doesn't belong to you. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. That's why scripture says y'all gonna die by sedition and through sedition. Aren't we seeing them to die? Now, going back to the topic, you got to understand, why did the Most High tell us not to mess or do the things that they do? Why them? Because it was in their spirit to have this in them on a continuous basis. Nothing new under the sun, family. And I know that a lot of you are gonna, get offended when I bring this stuff out. But hey, I don't care. Where we at? Verse 10, I think so. Yeah. Go for it, bro. You want to start again?
Right. Deuteronomy 18 and 10.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
All right. There shall not be found among you one that his son or daughter to pass through the fire.
So that means that those people liked to worship Moloch, okay? Worshiping imagery, worshiping something that wasn't created of the Most High, or that is not the Most High. Go ahead.
Or that uses divination.
You're gonna find out that in this Halloween, these druids that we talked about, these Celtics, have something to do with the very same people that we dealt with in the land that belonged to us. Let's go. Keep going.
Or in the server of times.
Mm-hmm.
Or in an enchanter.
Or a witch.
Or a witch.
Or keep going back. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
Or a charmer. Mm-hmm. Or a consulter with familiar spirits. Mm-hmm. Or a wizard. Or a necromancer.
Now, in case you guys don't know this, the so-called Rabbi Matthew, who instigated this whole BHI stuff, he was practicing Kabbalah mystery witchcraft. In case you guys don't know, that to me sounds like an enchanter, an observer of times, right? A counselor of familiar spirits. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12. For all that these things are an abomination of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God to drive them out from before thee.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying, bro? And if you just, verse 9, it just talks about don't do what they do. Don't do what they do. So at least in case you guys don't really understand like the actual definition of Halloween, well, hallow here, I read this real quick. Let me see if I can show you guys something here. I actually took notes on it. Give me a second. But check this out. Hallowed, it's regarded as holy, venerated, sacred. Hallowed be thy name. Hallowed mean like kind of marriage. Hallowed saint. Our hallowed political institution, so to speak. Okay? So now, in regards to the Halloween, the Samhain, and all that stuff, from what we understand, that it was an ancient Celtic tradition, right? The Lord of the Dead, movie type, the Samhain, like nature, Mother Nature, all of that stuff. The autumn, the autumn rites. You're familiar with all that stuff? You've pretty heard that before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just in the passing, right? So now we're familiar with Dia de los Muertos. So now we know that stuff, and we actually saw a video about the sister talking about how she was in the store and she realized, holy man, this is crazy stuff. Okay, we read this. So now let's go to Deuteronomy. So I want to make sure that we refresh this because I think we're going pretty quick. What do you think? We're doing pretty good time?
No, we're doing good.
Perfect. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 17, sir, please.
Deuteronomy 32 and 17. They sacrifice unto devils.
Pause real quick. Now, in case you guys don't know this, the physical sacrificing isn't necessarily applied here. But the moment that you give your spirit to these other things and not the Most High, you are sacrificing yourself to those things. Meaning, just like how we are being reborn again to the scriptures, you're being reborn again to this wickedness. And you're teaching your children to do that as well. Go ahead, bro.
They sacrifice to devils, not to God.
Mm-hmm.
To God they knew not.
Mm-hmm.
To God that came up, whom your fathers feared not.
Going back to the scriptures, family, listen. When you believe them, you got to listen to them. I'm sorry, when they tell you when they tell you who they are, you got to listen to them. It says here that to gods whom they knew not. Now, we're seeing that this Druidism, these people that came from other continents, they've known each other for some time, right? Seems to me that some nations have known each other for some time. Seems like you guys knew these people, right? In Ireland. We're going to get some more information that you're going to find out a lot of things. Now, we're going back to the Dia de los Muertos, right? Mm-hmm. So we're done with that. Let's go to Leviticus 18:21. See real quick. Go ahead, sir.
Leviticus 18 and 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
Okay, hey, read that again, bro, because I guess you were sounding with echo. That was my fault. I didn't mute the screen. Go ahead, please.
And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Moloch.
Any. So remember, passing the fire, worshiping, idolatry. The beginning of the end was through idolatry. Wisdom of Solomon 14 says that. The beginning, here, I'll get it real quick. I'll show you real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 14, I believe 12. Right, there it goes. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication and the invention of them, the corruption of life. I mean, how much more clear do you not want it to be? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to Leviticus 18 real quick. Sorry, my bad. That's right, I'm controlling it. I keep forgetting that. Okay, go for it, bro. My bad.
Leviticus 18 and 21, right?
Yes, sir.
And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Moloch, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh. Because
as soon as you start worshiping things that are not him, that's what you're doing. You're putting them in his position. Exodus 22. I got another video too, and I got some books. Exodus 22, verse 18. Please.
Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Let's read it in a little translation. Put to death any woman who practices magic. Damn. Damn. This is serious stuff.
Yeah.
That's why you don't dress up your daughters like witches.
There's that's getting pretty popular, that new age type thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they think it's not real, bro. It's real stuff. Scriptures talk about it. Go to Samuel, 1 Samuel 28, I think. 28. It's kind of long. This is the story. This is the story where Saul.
Yeah.
Goes and tries to talk to the lady with the familiar spirits. Let's just go here. Let's see. Therefore, does the Lord's person servant where I was like, There it goes. I think it's. Hold on, let's see. The David went to the side and stood at the top hill. I don't know if it's this one, but it's a scripture that talks about how like he went to talk to the witch or something like that. I can't remember if it was Samuel.
He brought up Samuel. Saul brought up Samuel from the grave, right?
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Let's just skip it, man, for the sake of time. Sirach, unless you want to add something.
No, go ahead, bro.
Perfect, man. Okay, so now we've been talking about learn not the way of the heathen. Be not dismayed at the dies of heaven. Envy not the oppressor, right? Woo to them that say good is bad and bad is good. Sirach 12 and 10. Check it out, bro.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Are you guys forgetting, my so-called Hispanics, right? And natives? Are you guys forgetting that we're celebrating things that other people brought to us? This is not historically part of our history. Whether you believe that you're Israel or not, it doesn't matter. My question is, were you doing this before they came? And the answer is no. All right, go for it, bro. Verse 11.
Verse 11. Though he humbled himself and
we're just doing it for family. We're just doing it for family, man. It's just the kids. The kids are having fun. Go for it.
And go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Meaning, when you're prudent and mindful and you're not trimming your waist to seek love, you're gonna kind of like clean that glass that seems dirty and say, "Oh, yeah, I see you, cabron. I see you." Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Thank you, because they put themselves in a position that this is cool, this is nice, it's just family, it's just fun and games, it's candy, it's music, you're young, you know what I'm saying? It's just one drink, it's just one snort, it's just one joint, you know what I'm saying? It's just one pill, one mushroom. You know what I'm saying? What do they do? That ecstasy pill, one of those things. It's just like that. Nah, it's not at all. Verse 12. Actually, no, let's go to verse 16, man. My bad.
Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
As going back to Amos 3 and 1 and 2, it says, I will punish you first. So he knows that as long as I keep these bastards away from the Most High and I give them some kind of image that they could worship, we're going to be thrown in the pit and they're going to keep us there. Keep going.
And he will wipe with his eyes. But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Listen, family, when they talk about assimilation, you and I, brother, we're speaking English, I think, right? We speak English. We're pretty, we're not dumb people, you know what I'm saying? But we're still looked at as spics, as beaners and wetbacks, in case y'all don't know. Do you understand what that means? He will weep his eyes. No, yeah, you're people assimilation, we're all Americans. But if he finds an opportunity, I'm gonna deport your Mexican ass.
Yeah. That's right.
Wetback operation, Operation Wetback, the Eisenhower. That's when you guys hear Eisenhower, that's what they're saying. And he will not be satisfied with blood. 85,000 children been deported, separated. We hear that child trafficking. We hear that children are dying, especially right now in these times. Because they say, I don't know if it's true, but they say that in this holiday, bro, there's a lot of sacrificing of children.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't know about if that's true.
That's actually a common. Well, I don't know if it's common knowledge, but that's the full moon is like one of the days that these witches practice their sacrifices on Halloween, man.
Wow, bro. Wow, that's and see that's man, that's sad, man. Anyways, let's keep going, bro. That's I hope not, man. I hope not. I really hope not, bro. I can't imagine because there was no. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll show you later on. You're gonna find out. Verse 17, please.
Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Are we not in this country? Like, have we not? Do they not know that this is we're of this continent? And now because we are trying to follow their ways, is giving them the right to say, you don't mean nothing to us. At every opportunity, family, all this whole assimilation is just for destruction. They'll never embrace you as their people. I don't care how you slice it. Keep going, bro.
Verse 18. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Bro, in case you guys don't know what that means, is that at any moment of the way, it's kind of like that cartoon I showed one time. They will dance for you, right? They'll change their tune. Like they'll make it a little different this time. Remember the guy said, "Oh, it's not evil anymore. It's marketing now. You know, there's nothing evil about it." And he'll whisper and change his countenance, meaning at any chance that he can to keep you undermine, he's gonna go do so. So check it. So now let's get into this right here. Family, you're about to hear something that you probably haven't heard for the first time. Let's see if I can get this now. Hold on. Don't do this to me. Hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull this out. Run. Brown. I had the book, but apparently it told me it's not linking. Sometimes, you know, I trip out on it, bro. Like I have the link set and it just all of a sudden, dude, it's just like the link doesn't work, you know. Just find it interesting. Let's see if I can borrow. It's not available now. Interesting. I may have to skip this one. It's okay. Let me see. Okay, well, I'll show you something here. This is from a book called. See, my computer's acting funny, bro. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. I guess they don't like it. Oh well. So this is from a book called The Phoenician Ireland. Hold on a second. Phoenician Ireland. Damn. It's really messing with me, man. It's still running, right? You still connected?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, it just goes black. Like my screen goes black. Anyways, all right. So this is the book here. Now let's do it like this. I want to show you something. Okay. The topic is called Phoenician Ireland, the Round Towers of Ireland. Okay. So I was hoping that I technically need this book. I technically do. Did I send you this link to this one by any chance?
You sent me something, but I don't think.
Let me see if I can find it real quick, man. I don't know if you want to maybe help me with sharing something in the meantime, bro. Let me see if I can find this here, because this is important. Let me see. Oh, that's not it. Maybe it was this one. No. Hold on. Maybe I have it on my saved files. I had it prepared, man. I had it prepared, bro. Bothers me. Sure. All right, here it goes right here. Got it. Perfect. All right, so family, thank you, Father. Thank you. I stayed patient. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, here we go, fam. So this book is called. Hurry up. There we go. All right, can you guys hear it by any chance?
Yeah, I see.
Cool.
Dedication.
Got it. All right, let me see here. All right, so it says here, the book is called The Round Towers of Ireland, the history of Tuat the Danaans. Okay? So it's funny. Danaans. Change that D to the C. There you go. Okay? Now watch this, family. Being the mysteries of Freemasonry, of Sabiism, and of Buddhism. So now, wait, hold on a second. Ireland and Freemasonry? What's going on with this? All right. Now I know that you think you look for all that, but just for that, I'm trying to set it up. Check this out. So I'm gonna go to the analytical, chronological, right here. There's another book family. It's called. Hold on a second. It's called The History of Ireland. Okay. The History of Ireland. Thomas More. Thomas More. Okay. Let me show you this real quick. We're going to go Druids first. Druids. So who are these Druids? We talked about Druids or Celtics, right? Celts. So British Druids, not mentioned by Caesar. Learning of Irish Druids. Astronomical skill of the Irish Druids. They say, oh, it was, because the video says like it was Irish people, right? So you would think that they're the reason. Check this out. Why is this name? Oh, Shin. Why are they in here? Why is that name in here? Phoenicians. The intercourse with the Irish. What? The Phoenicians keep their trade secret. Now, in case you guys don't know, there's a historian called Diodorus Siculus, and he talked about how the Phoenicians had a land where they were manufacturing or producing or going through and getting tin, silver, and gold. But my point being is this, bro. Intercourse of Ireland with Phoenicians, Spaniards. It's like, whoa, what the hell? Right? And that gets more interesting. Phoenicians in Irish alphabet. Check this out. Spanish, let's see, which could not, this is page 2. And which could only have arisen out of her connection with those of Phoenician colonies. Meaning that these islands, like Ireland, in the sort of notoriety which Ireland early, as we shall see, acquired and which could only have risen out of her connection with those Phoenician colonies. Huh. At a period too, when the Phoenicians, with far more knowledge, it is probable of the art of navigation. So now we're seeing that Phoenicians were in Ireland, correct?
That's what they say.
Ireland known to the Phoenicians. The jealousy with which the Phoenicians contrived to conceal from the Mediterranean neighbors their remote source of their wealth had prevented, even in the time of Homer, more than a doubtful and glimmering notion of the Sea of the Isles beyond the Pillars in Gibraltar, over there by Spain, right? Granada, all of that area. That's where they were getting the tin from reaching the yet unexcursed Greeks. Enough, however, had transpired to awaken the dreams alike the poet and the adventurer, and while Homer embellishing the vague tales which he caught up from the Phoenician voyages. So when they tell you that, they were scattered everywhere, well, guess what? These Phoenicians were traveling everywhere, and we know that who the Phoenicians are related to. In case you guys don't know this, they're of the Hamitic Canaanite tribes. Once again, why are they involved with Druidism? And what does Masonry have to do with Druidism? Like, we need to start asking these questions because we're dealing with Freemasonry here in America. Are we not?
Yes.
It says here, it is thought, moreover, to have been a special information direct on the Phoenicians that the poet acquired his knowledge. So he's talking about that the Phoenicians were the ones that fed him this information. Shaping his course along, it's talking about how the Phoenicians traveled all of those areas. See? Watch this. It shows here, shaping his course to the north along the shores of Spain, the old track of the Phoenicians' voyages between Gades and Galicia stretched from thence across the ocean to the Estremoudius or Tin Isles. Tin. Right? Then remember the scripture talks about Tarshish was digging for tin. Ezekiel 27. Now, I'm just kind of touching on this real quick. We keep seeing Phoenicians again, Phoenicians again, Phoenicians again, Phoenicians again. Okay, so now you guys get the point. You guys get the point. Okay, so now check this out. I'm gonna give you something here, and this is funny. These Phoenicians, they don't like somebody. Okay, so it says here, Alexander the Great, before the reign of Alexander the Great, that these two memorable expeditions occurred. Those ancients, therefore, from whom the fame of the sacred island had been handed down, could have been no other than the Phoenicians of Gades, or Gods, whatever, of the Galician coast of Spain, who through so many centuries had reigned alone in those secluded seas, and were the dispersers of religions, as well were the dispersers of religion. You see this? Mm-hmm. And as well as of commerce, wherever they bent their course. Watch this. At how early period is remarkable, people began to spread themselves over the globe. The inscription legible for many ages on the two pillars near the font of the Magi at Tangier. We fly from the face of Joshua, the robber. Who is this? The Canaanites, the Jebusites, the Philistines. All of these guys. Right here is telling you who did Joshua deal with? Who did he war with? With Canaan.
Right.
No one else. Okay? So now, let's put this aside. Let's read Tarshish, Ezekiel 27, just to kind of touch on the point. Ezekiel, where are you? There you go, right here. I got you, bro. 27 and verse 12. So you can see.
Ezekiel 27 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Tarshish was thy murdered by reason of multitude of all kinds of riches,
Mm-hmm.
with silver,
Mm-hmm.
iron, tin,
Mm.
and lead.
Mm-hmm.
They traded in their fairs.
All right, who is he talking to? Verse 1 and 2.
Bring it to one. All right. The word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Now the son of man, take up a lamentation for Tyrus,
Oof. Go ahead.
and say unto Tyrus, O thou art situated at the entry of the sea,
Mm-hmm.
which art a merchant of thy people for many isles.
It's the Gibraltar, where Spain and Africa connect. That's where they had control. Tyre and Zidon, just like Amos 6, right? Tyre and Zidon. Go ahead, bro.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Wait, is this it? Hold on, my bad. Is this it, Amos, or is it
Amos 6 and 1.
No, I know, but is it the one about Tyre? Or is it Jonah, or which one is it? Micah? Micah 6?
28. Ezekiel 28.
Yeah, Micah. No, hold on a second. Which one is it? Micah, hold on. It's one of these books. Amos, Daniel, Isaiah, Nahum. I can't remember. Which one is it? Which one's the scripture that Joel? That's it. Go for it, bro. Joel. Check it out. Verse 3, Joel 3:4.
Joel chapter 3, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, and what have you to do with me, Tyre, and Zidon, and all the palace?
Now, check this out. Nate the Snake from IYC says that the Palestinians are the Philistines. But the Philistines are the Canaanites. Make it make sense, Nate. Keep going, bro.
Will ye render recompense?
Mm-hmm.
And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your wickedness upon your own head. Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto Grecian, that ye might remove them far from their border.
See, and in case you guys don't understand or don't know or want to assume that it was just one people that came here, no. I proved it in several books that wherever the Spanish flag was, the African was there holding the pennant. Okay. So when you talk about old Tyree and Zidon, what are you going to do? Right? They were all involved. But yet here we're being told that no, this is people over there in Africa. So I'm trying to connect the dots here. Like, how is Africans affecting us right here? Are they affecting you, bro?
They're
I mean, people in Africa though, like in Africa, are they affecting us? No. Damn, I don't mean they're not affecting me, you know. So anyway, let's go back to that before I lose my point. Excuse me. Ezekiel 27, chapter 12, verse 12, sir. So we can see it.
Ezekiel 27:12.
Yep, please.
Tarshish was the merchant, the reason of multitude of all kinds of riches, with silver, iron, tin, lead. They traded by fairs.
So, in case you guys don't understand that, how do you identify people? Well, the scriptures. You use the scriptures to identify them. Come on, man.
You there, Doc? Shalom. Joshua.
Yo. Yeah, she is messing with me. I guess these demons don't like it, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yo. Yeah, she is messing with me. I guess these demons don't like it, bro. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, cool.
All right. You still there? Joshua. You there, Rod? Looks like we having a little bit of technical difficulties. Bear with us. We're just going over the origin of Halloween. So, brother Yahshua was bringing out some heavy information how the Phoenicians, they went up to Ireland, right? Am I not getting no sound either? Okay. I don't hear myself either. Let's see what happened here. That brother clicked out. Joshua. Let me text this brother, see what happened. Let me text him, see what's good.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man. This I got attacked right now by these demons, bro.
No sweat.
Yep. They don't like this class, man. They don't like this class.
It's all good.
Apparently they anyways, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get the echo out of the way. Sorry, family. You know how it is. Hold on, let me see what goes on here.
I got attacked right now by these demons, bro.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yep. They don't like
All
this
right.
class, and they don't like this class.
Hold on. Use a word. Give me a second, man.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, here we go. Here we go, right here. Hopefully, this actually is better. All right, let me see where I left off. We were in the Ezekiel, right? We were in Ezekiel. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Here it goes, right here.
All right, here we go.
All right, so is this the book? No, that's not the book. So hey, let's start with Ezekiel. Let's go back to Ezekiel just to kind of get the rhythm back, bro. Please, if you can, man.
No sweat.
Let's just throw me off, bro.
It's all good. No sweat.
Yep. We left off Ezekiel 27:3, I believe. I think so. Yeah, it's right here. Was it 12? Yeah, 11. Ezekiel 27:12.
Ezekiel 27, verse 12. Tarshish was thy merchant by reason of the multitude of all kind of riches, with silver, iron, tin, lead. They traded in thy fairs.
That's right. And then who are they talking about in verse 3? Just like I say unto Tyrus. Say unto Tyrus. Say unto Tyrus. Lamentation of Tyrus. Now let's go to chapter 28. The Most High put 2-3 chapters just for Tyre and Zidon. Go for it, bro. 28 and 2.
Ezekiel 28, verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man.
Yet thou art a man, not God. Not God. God. They're not, you guys are not gods. No, stop. Sorry, bro. It's just the system's trying to mess with me, man. What the hell's wrong with
thou
this system?
set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
So then now let's show you something here of certain people, because this is what we're talking about, man. There's a history to this. You see, the Druidism, I'm going to get deeper into it. We're going to see that it has a lot to do with Canaanites and Phoenicians and Philistines. And we're seeing it to this very day because we're not the ones saying this.
I don't hear nothing, bro.
We out here, man. We the gods of the earth. Guess what? We are the gods. We are gods. We're the gods.
See that, bro? We're the gods. We're the gods. Son of man saying to the prince of Tyrus, thus say the Lord God, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. Who says that, bro? Who even has the nerve to think that you are a God? After all your sinful ways, you really are going to sit at the throne and say you're God? So now let's get to deeper stuff here. All right, so now we're going to go into the same book here, but we're going to read page 13. Okay. Page 13. And it says here, check this out. I believe it will be found that many of their regular priests, the Magi, or Gores, did as the regulars of modern times and religions have done, settled missions among the nations in those most distant parts. Wise inquiries concerning the first inhabitants, language in Europe. That's an actual book, family, okay? Sir Isaac Newton, too, as quoted by Panwell, says, with these Phoenicians came a sort of men skilled in religious mysteries. religious mysteries. So what? Wait, what? Yeah. Remember, the sister said that this is an ancient tradition, right?
Yes.
There goes this guy, Diodorus. I've showed it to you guys many links, many times, of how he knew that the Phoenicians knew of this land, and they reserved it to the end in case something bad would happen to them. So then now we see why in Granada, when they lost Granada, they only had one choice to make, was to come to the land which they knew where it was at. Don't be fooled, fam. So now check this out. It says here, where is it at? Here it goes right here. From the time immemorial, the small isles of Samothrace in the Aegean was a favorite seat of idolatrous worship and resort. And on its shores, the Kabiric mystery. Kabiric mystery. Watch this real quick. Watch what it means. Kabiric meaning. Kabiric definition. A group of gods, probably Eastern origin, worshipped by the mysteries in various parts of ancient Greece, the cut center of Samothrace and Thebes. Now, ancient Greece, do we not know, and do you guys are not aware that the Freemasons, right? Don't they, like those boulets, those colleges, right?
Yeah,
don't they say that they're Greeks? Don't they have the secret society too?
The sororities.
Yeah, you go.
Right.
The secret society. But it seems like they were established by the Phoenicians. So I keep seeing a pattern. Like Phoenicians. And then as you keep going, because I'm going to show you, well, who were these Phoenicians? Who were the Phoenicians? Yeah, look, check this out. Who were the Phoenicians? Where did they come from? And where did they live? With whom did they trade? Phoenicia, its special relationship with Israel. The Bible records the Phoenicians had a close relationship with the Israelites. They were to marry each other, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Who were the Phoenicians? Stern identifies the Phoenicians as Canaanites.
There it is.
Canaanites family. The Phoenicians were the late Canaanites of the first millennium. So now we're seeing Canaan and Phoenicia. Canaan and Phoenicia. And you guys are like trying to think, oh, you're just trying to, you don't like them. That's what. No, I'm reading and I'm finding as I read that there is a very, very, very dark black history to these, I guess, people. I don't want to, create any pun intended. So check this out. This is from the History of Ireland. Okay? History of Ireland. Watch what it says here. Let's magnify this right here. There's only 4 words that are in here, and that's all I care for. In those parts of the Spanish coast with which the Irish were early conversant, the Phoenicians became intermixed with the original race, the Celtics, remember? And it would appear from the mixed character of our ancient religion that Ireland was also people from the same compound source, Phoenicians. Damn, for real, right? Okay, all right. Check this out. Where's the word? And then it says here, the religion of the Celts brought with them to this island was the same, we may take for granted, with that which their kindred tribes introduced in Spain. Britain and Gaul. You see that? The corruption of the primitive modes of adoration into which the Canaanites early lapse. The Canaanites. So now, Phoenicians, now we're seeing Canaanites. Canaanites? Why are you guys involved in this? How, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that's what the scripture said. I'm going to leave you with those so you can learn how to war, because they're wicked ass people. You're going to find out. Watch. It says here, page 9, it says, those ancients, therefore, from whom the fame of the sacred islands had been handed down, could have been no other than the Phoenicians of Gads. We read that one already. Page 170. Matter of fact, let me touch on these 4 Canaanite words. But it cannot be denied that, to a late period, some of the most horrible features of the old Canaanite superstition continued to darken and disgrace the annals of the Irish. Watch this. Let me go up here. In general, however, as regarded both human creatures and brutes, the ceremonies of passing them between two fires appears to have been intended to not to affect life, but merely as a mode of periodical purification, passing the children to fire. Thus, in the old account of Irish rites, it is said that the Druids lit up two blazing fires, and having performed incantations over them, compelled the herds of cattle to pass through them according to a yearly custom. But it cannot be denied that to a late period, some of the most horrible features of the old Canaanite superstition continued to darken and disgrace the annals of Irish. For like the Israelite idolaters, not only did they burn incense in high places and on hills and under every evergreen, because we learned it from them. Remember, the Most High said, when you go into those lands, don't do those things, causing their children to pass through the fire. Right? One more. We see here, and you're going to find the word. I'm going to find you. This is the one that hit for me last time. The mystery, the most common Celtic found in Europe, Asia, similarities, workmanship, there was country, common within the Druids. Okay, maybe it's not there. Let me go to page. There it goes right there. So it says, without going so far back as the land of Canaan. Oh, let me go up more. It says here, we have seen that from the earliest times of her traditions preserve the memory, Ireland was divided into a certain number of small principalities, each governed by its own petty king or dynasty, and the whole subordinate to a supreme monarch who had nominally but seldom really a control over their proceedings. This form of polity, which continued to be maintained without any essential innovation upon its principle, down to the conquest of the country by Henry II, was by no means peculiar in Ireland, but was the system common to the whole Celtic, if not also the Teutonic race, and all the primitive institutions of Europe. Had its origin in the east. Without going too far back as the land of Canaan, in the time of Joshua, where every city could boast its own king, we find that the small and narrow territory of the Phoenicians was, in a similar manner, parceled out into kingdoms. And from Homer's account of the separate dominion of the Grecians chiefs, it would seem that they also were constructed upon the same Canaanite pattern. So, again, I keep finding you guys. I'm not trying to look for you, but I keep finding you. Why? Let me go back to page 18. I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm just trying to connect the pieces, family. We need to know this true history. You can't go by assumptions or what people say. Because look, it's kind of like that whole concept, bro. Like, you know, you have an enemy or you, what's that? Because, you know, we talked about the whole serial killers, right?
Right.
And you know how a lot of times, well, some of them actually, they'll commit a crime and they'll go back to the scene and try to help. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? They'll try to help. Like, oh, nah, there's no way this guy's part of it. There's no way this guy's part of it. Right? Try to help. But in reality, what's he doing? It's the same concept here. It's the same concept here. So now, check this out. We're on page 18. It says here, in those parts of the Spanish coast with which the Irish were early conversant, the Phoenicians became intermixed. Oh, there, we read that. Sorry, my bad. Page 36. That's what I was trying to go to. My bad. Hold on. Let me go to page 36. Relation. Oh, this was the page, and I don't know why I missed it. Maybe it's on the bottom. Ancient times of the come like the house of Genesis, Hebrew, blah, blah. It is evident, so the idolatry. Okay, here it goes on the bottom. From the word Bethel, the name Bet-Li applied to the sacred stones of the pagans and was evidently derived. This sort of monument, says Scaliger, though beloved by God at first, became odious to him when perverted to idolatry, purposed by the Canaanites. Damn, true. So we keep seeing a nation that takes the word of the Most High and then perverts it constantly. Okay? Page 25. You go back. You go back. And you can chime in anytime, bro. Okay, just letting you know. Let's see here. It says page 25. But it cannot be denied that to a late period, some of the most horrible. Okay, we read that. Perfect. Okay, we read that. Cool. I can move on. Okay, now I don't want to be repetitive. So now I'm going to give you another book. It's called The Riddles of Prehistoric Times. Okay? The Riddles of Prehistoric Times. This one's pretty interesting.
So tell everybody, if you don't mind,
Okay.
if people that are joining us, give us a quick synopsis, everything that going over, and how you what you're connecting it. Like this is the origin of the.
Thank you. No, that's a good point. Halloween. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. Yeah, because I can keep going. Matter of fact, I think my camera should be cooled down now. Let me see. Should be done. Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me press the button again. Cool. Sounds good. All right. So, family, thank you, bro, for reminding me of it. So, unlike what we were at one point taught, okay, we were taught that these traditions came from a particular nation, and that this nation had everything to do with our bringing apart or destruction, which in a way it was, right? We're not denying it. But you see, family, when you read the scriptures, when the Bible says Psalms 83, several nations have something to do with your destruction, you have to study who those nations are. Now, what I wanted to do was a class on Halloween, right? Typical Halloween class. But then the Most High just kind of put it in my spirit and said, I'm going to give you a little bit more. So check this out. I'm going to show you who the Druids are. Okay. I'm kind of like, in a sense, going to the conversation. And then I'm going to give you some more information as to how they're connected to this whole thing, because you found the Phoenicians last year. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. You've been talking about it. Okay, so now I'm going to give you more things to connect. So what we found out, family, is that Halloween, Sam Rahim, the whole trick or treat, the pumpkin, all these idolatrous things have something to do with the tribe of Canaan and Phoenicia, not just Edom. So when you read the scriptures, what are you to do with what am I to do with you, Tyree or Zidon? That's why Zechariah 14:21 says, here, I'll read it real quick just to show you, because that's the point. You got to pay attention to everything that is being brought to you. That's why I say confirm what we share. Why is this in here? Zechariah 14:21. Yea, every part of Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness in the Lord of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them and see it therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. So weren't they in our land? Didn't we tell them? Didn't Joshua say, get the hell out of here? Don't they say, oh, the robber, we want to run from Joshua. I don't like that guy. Right here we're saying they're in our home again. Judges 3:5. I left them so you can learn how to battle. So guess what?
All these traditions.
They brought these traditions to the Anglo man as well, bro. That's way back. This was not an Anglo tradition. This was an African, Canaanite, Phoenician tradition.
Wow.
And that is just the way it is. You slice it how you want. These are books that are bringing you facts. Watch this. Watch this. For the same book. The Iberians in ancient times. Here, let me magnify this. I'll put it right here so they can see it. Right? Let me go there. Oh, hold on. Stop. All right, here we go. Right here. Do you guys see that? You guys can see that? Is that good?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool. Let me go here. All right, it says here, the Iberians of ancient times. The Iberians of ancient times. Hello. Okay. The Iberians of ancient times inhabited the western and southern parts of Europe, in the northern parts of Africa. In fact, all parts reach from the Mediterranean Sea. So you see the northern parts of Africa, like Gibraltar and all that part, right? Okay. The Basque in Spain and France, the little dark Welshmen, the Scot, the Black Celts to the west of Shannon Rivers in Ireland, as well as the same kind of men in Brittany, meaning in Britain, and Aquitaine in France. The Gauchis of Canary Islands and the Berbers in Africa all are probably the remnant of that race.
Wow.
So these guys been around. So when they say Deuteronomy 4:27, we've been all over the world because they took us. No, Uncle Tremont Fred. You actually been traveling, passing around your religious ways. Because unfortunately, family, we're seeing it here in America. Who's promoting these songs? Who did that video last year? The brother, the black dude, and he was like laying, like doing a lap dance on Satan. Bro. Are you telling me that this is something that you're just gonna ignore? Why? Because you're gonna be politically correct? Listen, when it comes to your salvation, the hell with being politically correct. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
If anything, that's the last thing you want to do. So now let's go to page 180. Watch this. So that's my point. I don't intend to like find this, bro. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let me see if I can find Canaan in here. I'm not interested. Like, I really want to walk away from this, but it's like the Most High's like, nah, I'm gonna give you more. I'm like, damn. Okay, let's go. So now we're gonna go to page 180. This is gonna be very interesting right here. If I can load up. 180. Okay, so here we go right here. Watch this real quick. This is crazy. The work described by in 1850 the Christians. Now hold on, let me see right here. Base of the 6 feet tall, 600. There it goes. The Tarug or the Turiks, a people supposed to be of the Berber race. Not Turik. Turik was the African king that invaded Spain in 711 AD. A people supposed to be of Berber race are descendants, according to their own tradition, from men who came from Canaan. Now it says here they are of a white race, though of a dark complexion. That's even so-called what? Black Edomites? It's just getting nuts, bro. It's just getting nuts.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, bro, this is interesting because now we're like, wait. So watch this. Here it goes. In Tyre, here, now I'll go here. Okay. The people of Tunis speak an Arabic dialect. They resemble the Bedouins of Arabia, and those are dark Africans. There are many ancient ruins in different parts of Tunis, particularly in the valley of Meshiacha. The Dhaka, the ancient Tuga, are temples, theaters, being many inscriptions. The great aqueduct, which conveyed the water 52 miles to Carthage, can still be traced. Some remaining portions are rising from the height of 52 feet. Let me skip. In Tyre, the burial places testify to the existence and size of ancient cities. Most of the tombs are rock cut and subterranean. Rock cut. Who passes themselves to be Masons? Black and white people. Here in America, Eastern Star. They generally contain more than one chamber. Recesses are in cuts and sides and contain them in bald bodies and coffins. The Phoenicians called their land Kana. Kana, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nah. Matter of fact, you know what? I was looking for this earlier today. Hold on. I don't know if you want to share something right now, but I'm going to look for something real quick.
No, man. This is just so profound. Like Druids. To realize these traditions, they're not that read actually way back.
Way back, bro. Way the hell back.
Yeah.
Phoenicians. I'll find it as I'm moving forward. Phoenicians call their land Kana, like Quina. which means lowland. Yeah, you're very low. The old city, Zidon, was built on promontory. The Phoenicians became pirates and engaged in slave trade. I'm telling you, family, that's why wherever the Spanish flag came, the Africans were there holding the pendant because they had the muscle. They knew how to war. These so-called Edomites or Caucasians, they wouldn't have beat us. They needed them. So it took us to get sick and their help. And obviously a lot of our sellouts too. So now let's go. Now this is going to scare you. I hope so. Because this is what you're dealing with, people. So let's get into another deep video. Because now we're going to find out a little bit more about Druidism. Check this out. All right. So now let's go here. Let me speed it up. This is actually creepy, bro. All right. Let's listen in.
The following is taken from The Celtic Book of Days by Caitlin Matthews. The Morahan is the Irish goddess of renewal. Although she is more frequently called a goddess of battle, her role is more subtle than this. The Morahan is a triple aspected goddess comprising Neman, Beth, and Macha. She often appears as a crow over battlefields, scavenging the slain. However, she is also concerned with sexuality and fertility. She meets with Adeda on Samhain Eve and mates with him at the ford. Their meeting marks the coming together of the great formative powers of the Celtic world, since the end of the summer half of the year also marks the ending of the campaign season. When the Morahan comes to mate with Adeda, she lays aside her warring side and, with the father of the gods, prepares the land for the germination and preparation of winter. The Morahan is associated with the Sheila Nagig, a common figure found carved usually over the western entrance to churches. She is usually shown as a hag with a gaping, mocking, or smiling face, and with both hands opening her distended vulva. The Sheila represents the womb and tomb of life, the essential threshold between the worlds. Now the doors between the worlds are open once again as we gather to celebrate Samhain, the end of summer, and to welcome the ancestral wisdom once again in the embrace of winter. Samhain marks the Celtic New Year as the winter season begins. This may seem a strange season to begin the new year, but as the days draw darker, shorter, and colder, as the trees become bare and leafless, the agricultural year is at its close and its beginning. The growth cycle begins in the darkest depths of winter, when the cold forces seeds to germinate in preparation for their spring emergence. Although all seems dead, life rests and waits for the returning light. The period of Samhain is a good time for introspection, giving space for personal perspective and reflection. The festival of Samhain began the winter half of the year. It was believed that the Kayach, the aspect of the goddess who appeared as an old woman, hit the ground with her hammer, making it iron hard until Imbolc. On Samhain night, the gates of the other world were open, allowing communion with the ancestors. In the Christian era, the festival was reassigned to the Feast of All Saints. However, many of the customs surrounding modern Halloween, the Eve of All Hallows or Saints, still concern this ancient understanding of the accessibility of the dead at this time. The ancestors were respected as the repositories of lore and wisdom. Many Celtic tales speak of the dead returning to speak to their descendants in order to impart knowledge or to restore memory of ancient customs and stories. The feasts of both Samhain and Beltane were considered to be outside the boundaries of normal activities when supernatural events take place. The barriers between humans, ancestors, gods, and fairies are overthrown, and they can visit each other's realms. The modern festival of Halloween, All Saints' Eve, derives from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain.
See, that's crazy right there, bro. That's crazy right there, man, if you really think about it. Hey, Shalom, Meshi. Yeah, I know it's in November, man. We're just trying to do classes before. You got anything to say? Dr. Shaw, for that? Oh, my bad. Hold up. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. Anything to say? Are you good?
Yeah, they a lot of it has to do. What I noticed too, what I've been noticed about all these holidays is that a lot of them have to do with sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really what it come down to, is just sex, bro.
Yeah, man. That's very true. It's very true, bro. Let me get in here. Why is it not letting me in here? Okay, let's go right here. All right, so we're gonna use corruption. This is from the book called another book, History of Ireland. Let's continue to do this real quick. We're almost done, fam. Hopefully, we're doing good time. It says here the page, chapter 2. It says here the religion the Celts brought with them to this land. See, so it's talking about the Celts. You see that how it's identified the Celts as some other people, right? Brought with them to this land was the same we may take for granted with that which their kindred tribes introduced in Spain, Britain, and the Gaul, the corruption of the primitive modes of adorations in which the Canaanites early lapsed. I think I read that already. Let's see. I might have read this, family, so excuse me real quick. Let me just check something. If I did, forgive me. Maybe I put two notes. The Druids light up to blazing. Yeah, I did. I read this. Okay, cool. I read this already. Okay, all praise to the Most High. Cool. Sounds good. So now, check this out, family. When they tell you, believe them. Okay, this is them. This is them. This is that famous guy, that so-called, black people empathy and all that stuff. Believe it when they tell you who they are. Believe it. Listen to this.
To formulate what is modern day Christianity in Greece and Rome were also African.
When you look at Christianity, you're dealing with the Amen priesthood that's coming directly out of ancient Kemet. You're dealing with the rites and rituals of Osiris, the passions of Osiris, the idea of the resurrection of the dead and his son coming forward, Heru, as his living testament to his life. Aset, who the Greeks call Isis, is the essence of who Mary is. Nebetet, who is her sister, is who Mary Magdalene is. So that when you look at Christianity, I mean, even when you look at the word Chris or Charas, you're dealing with Chares. Cha means spirit and res means to rise. The Romans learned the passion of Osiris through the Greek. And the Greeks learned it through the Kemites or the Africans from Egypt. So that it was just a retelling of the same story, superimposing things that they thought they knew. And that becomes what we today call
Any of those.
Again, believe them when they tell you who they are. They say it themselves. They're very proud of, we brought Christianity. We brought these traditions. We taught about saints and worshiping of idols and all of these things. Why do you guys not say, yes, that is you? That's you. You're right. You're right. So again, we read Jubilee 10. I'm glad that I read it because, at least we understand now that there is a people that are very rebellious and they're going to do what they're going to want to do. And guess what? They're going to want to have you join them. So then they could say, at least we're not the only ones. Hey, can you get that for me, bro? Jeremiah 10:7.
7. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee do it pertain.
Mm-hmm.
For as much as among all the wise in the nation, and in all the kingdoms, there is none like to thee.
Mm-hmm.
But they are altogether foolish.
Mm-hmm.
The stalk is a doctrine of
vanity. Damn. Go for it.
Silver spread place is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Paz.
Mm-hmm.
The work of the workman, and the hand of the founder.
Mm-hmm.
Gold and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men.
Listen, man, if you guys are not aware of this is literally telling you. It's literally telling you, okay? Watch this. What does it say? Blue and purple?
Yes.
Look at that.
Blue and purple is their clothing.
Purple, right? Purple garment, blue garment. Look at that, bro. Purple garment, blue garment. Purple garment, blue garment. Look at that. Look at that. So it says here, silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Euphaz, and the work of workmen, and the hands of the founders. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the works of cunning men. Do we not see this?
Wow.
Why is this man teaching in Africa? He's over here using videos from 5 years ago to tell you so-called Hispanics that one day you're going to fly like them and look like them. Come on, man. Come on, family. It's time to wake up, bro. Yeah, this is too easy. I'm sorry. It's too easy. Go ahead, bro. If you want to add, or you can get Isaiah 5:21 for me.
Yeah, bring it up.
All right, let me read. Hey, shalom, bro. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Shalom, Meshi. Let me read this real quick. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read all that, Rick, but thank you. Matthew 4:11. Let me just read it. We see Jesus take center stage in his own wilderness experience. Here, the wilderness exposes the heart of trust, whose fornication is the scriptures. Let's see what you got, bro. About done. My bad. No, we're about to finish, but now you can, got another maybe 10, 20 minutes. Shalom, carnales. We're just trying to build, bro. We're trying to help our brothers out, Yeah, we don't want you to just die, man. At least if you're gonna die, die righteously. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Isaiah chapter. Sorry. That's what I said. If you're gonna die, try to die righteously. Go for it, bro. If you can.
Isaiah 5:21. Or wise in their own eyes.
There you go.
And prudent in their own sight.
Damn. So then you could actually act like you're prudent. Like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Soy muy respetable. I can handle myself. I'm a wise guy. That still says that even in your own prudent eyes, you're still wrong. I need to start waking up, man. And I don't understand why it's so difficult for you to embrace the fact that the Most High actually chose you. Why is that so hard? Isaiah 51:19, please.
Isaiah 51:19. These two things are come to thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and famine. And the sword, by whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have eaten.
Sorry, go ahead.
They lie at the head of the street, as a bull in the net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
So now let's read Deuteronomy 12:19 to connect that. Watch this. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 12:19.
No, 12:21. I'm sorry, 12:29. Sorry, my bad.
12:29.
Yeah.
Or 19.
No, 29. 12:29.
Deuteronomy 12:29. The Lord thy God shall off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest possess them, and thou shalt succeed in them, and dwellest in the land. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
Why? Because when you do, your land will be desolation and destruction. Keep going.
After that they destroyed before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods.
Destruction, desolation. Keep going.
Saying how did the nation serve their God?
Damn, bro.
Even so I do likewise.
Hey, I like how they wrote, man. I like the rap music. I like how they have. I like this whole Halloween. I like, you know what I mean? Me gusta cómo se portan los güeros. I want to have great credit like them. I want to be like them. It says no. Keep going, please.
31. Thou shalt not do unto the Lord thy God. For every abomination to the Lord which he hath hated, have they done unto God. For even their sons and their daughters they have burned in the fire to their gods.
Damn.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish.
But apparently they don't like to do that, bro. This is from a book called Bible Sidelights from the Ground of Gezer, a record of excavation, discovery of Palestine in 1606. Watch what it says here. This is talking about the Horites now. Now, the Horites are related to who? The Canaanites. Watch this real quick. It says here, the cave was probably regarded as a habitation of earth gods to whom the blood was poured out as a sacrifice. What? What is going on in here? There are other caves is yet more interesting. It is a low irregular excavation in the roof of what is a funnel-shaped perforation. So like fire. And it says, within the channels, an animal might be placed for slaughter, the blood being allowed to trickle through the hole in the roof of the cave. The cave was probably regarded as the habitation of earth gods to whom the blood was poured out as a sacrifice. So they were giving these gods food. Right? Is that kind of what it seems like? Check this out. Another sacrifice word. Talk about Joshua, human sacrifice. This book here is an interesting book. The iniquity of the Amorites. It is possible, therefore, that a stone show figure 14 once stood in high places of the Jebusites. You see this? That the stone shown in figure 14 once stood in high places of the Jebusites. Remember what's in Ireland and all those Scots? What do they have? The headstones?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It says, which would not have been in the Moriah where Solomon afterwards built the temple. If with this may be intensified, the land of Moriah, Genesis 22:2, which is, of course, open to doubt, it is quite admissible to believe that at the foot of the stone, in its original position, the author of Genesis located attempted sacrifice by Isaac and Abraham. Okay. So now we're talking about sacrificing. But see, these people here, the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king and without a prince and without sacrifices. So we look at sacrifices in this book. So check this out. I'm going to show you page 47, and then we'll move on. Page 47. It's page 49, I think. Sorry, my bad. Oh, no, not sorry. No. I know what it is. Children. Watch. You talk about sacrificing children and all these things. The ruins of the fallen, hold on, page 13. The ruins of the fallen house were unearthed, and under them were the remains of persons who had been killed by the accident. They were a Canaanite mother and her 5 children, aged about 16 to 4. From the knife in her mother's hand and the food vessels around about, she had evidently been preparing the domestic meal when the tragedy took place. On her skeleton were her ornaments and amulets still in her place, and on the wall was fixed an image of the goddess, whom ill-fated firmly was regulated in Patron. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's that historic site which Sodom and Gomorrah happened. Okay? So when you guys start looking into this book here, I haven't fully read it all. The Horites also dwelt in Seir after Mon, but the children of Esau succeeded them. So we know the Horites, they had that issue with them, whatever, right? But I'm pointing out who these people do. What do they do? Why is there children sacrificing? Like, what is this so common with them? Ye are not children of transgression, seed of falsehood. Isaiah, I believe, what is that, 51 and 5 or 52 and 1 and 5? Children here again. Watch this. The sacrifice of children, the general atmosphere. Look, this is what they found. Children being sacrificed by the Amorites, the people that were in our land. The land, the people that the Most High said, don't do what they do. They sacrifice their children, the general atmosphere. There remains the sacrifice of children, on which a few words must be said. All around the feet of columns and over the whole area of the high places, the earth was discovered to be regular cemeteries in which the skeleton of young infants buried, their infants were never more than a week old. Damn, bro. Hold on a second. I got one more for them, bro. Who are you, bro? They were deposited in large jars, and with them were placed smaller jars, possibly for food for the use of the little victim in the another world. 2 at least of the skeletons showed marks of fire. Check this out. The iniquity of the Amorites. The sacrifice by fire of children to Moloch is prohibited by Leviticus 28 and 21. Okay. Now we're doing to this one, Judaism, and then we're going to finish it off, and that's it. These are the books that I wanted to show you. You guys can get them yourselves. Judaism, the Ancient Faith of Britain, 1924. Okay, watch this. I'm going to look up the word Phoenician. Druids, Phoenicians, Druids, Phoenicians, Druids. So the Phoenicians had something to do with who? Druidical schools, the sword bearer knights, Templar, Freemasonry, the prayer of Chief Bart, Judaical circle stones, Stonehenge, and Phoenician art. Hold on a second, bro. So now, keep in mind that Canaanites, that there's one of the tribes, I think it was the Amorites or the Horites. I think the Amorites were the big ones. And then the Jebusites were like the warriors, like the football players. Guys really need to dig deep into this. The Celtic language, according to some authorities, is a dialect of the Phoenician language. Phoenician being a near relative of the Hebrew. The Phoenician inhabitants of Tyre are said constantly to have visited the western parts of Britain between 1200 BC and 500 BC, and to have carried on a considerable trade with the inhabitants in tin and other articles. Okay, I'm gonna look up for tin real quick. Just one word. I think it's just one. Keeps finding tin, Tarshish, Tyre and Zidon, Canaan. Yeah, that's it. I think it's just 10 over here, maybe. That's it. Just talking about 10. Traded for 10. Okay. So now let me close this. Y'all can pull that up. Let's go ahead and finish it off with. Actually, no. Let's do this. I'm gonna finish it off with this. Let me move this forward. Now we're gonna learn something today. In case you guys are not familiar. Let's see real quick. Hold on a second. My bad, family. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to show this video here. You guys know who this guy is. Here it goes right here. Okay, so now check this out. Joe Rogan, okay? I'm going to make this fast because I don't want him to block my channel. So check what he says here.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
And I say this many times, and I'll say it some more. Give me that lighter.
You got it, Fred.
Alex Jones, he's made some mistakes and some big ones, but he's also actually exposed some real shit, and he owns up to the mistakes he's made. They're not good. He doesn't think they're good. There's a thing about finding conspiracies everywhere that's not good for your brain. I really believe this. I think that if you go looking for those things and that's all you look for, and you look for them all the time, you can get real paranoid and real crazy. And then there's also a bunch of people that are trying to stop you from doing that because you do expose some crazy shit. You know, he was talking about Epstein a long time ago.
I know.
A long time ago. He was saying there's a fucking island, and they take all these rich politicians and some celebrities, and they bang these kids. And I was like,
did you hear that, bro? Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that, bro? Go ahead, man. I had you on mute. Matter of fact, do me a favor. When the video plays, go ahead and mute it, because then they say you get echo. So I don't mute you no more. Go ahead. Yeah, when I play the video, though. When I play the video. All right. Because they say they can hear you. Nah, but go ahead, man. You hear that, too? They're banging children, bro.
Yeah.
Check this out. But that's not even the interesting part. Watch this.
and they bang these kids. And I was like, come on. He was telling me this a long time ago. So he's also the one who told me about Bohemian Grove. Well, I actually watched it. I think this tape was actually made before I met him. So he went and snuck in to this place where like former presidents go. There's a photograph of Ronald Reagan with Herbert Walker Bush and a couple other people all standing around. And it's like these are the people that used to hang out at this place, and they would put on robes. And they would worship an owl god, and they would burn an effigy. And they're playing. And Alex snuck in and made video footage of this shit. And no one's denying that it's real. This really did happen. They're in with these bankers and former presidents, and they're dressed like druids. They're in with these bankers and former presidents, and they're dressed like druids.
Yes.
And some guy.
That, bro, dressed like druids, man. Bro, this is an ancient tradition. We talked about this, man. Remember, I don't want to believe it, bro, but they kidnapped these children and sacrificed them to Moloch, bro.
Yeah, they did. Alex Jones brought that out. All the politicians were, in that forest over there, right? And they were sacrificing to the giant owl-looking statue, Moloch.
Yeah. We're gonna see it right now. Just listen to this real quick again.
Druids, and some guy.
What?
And they would worship an owl god, and they would burn an effigy. And they're playing. And Alex snuck in and made video footage of this shit. And no one's denying that it's real. This really did happen. They're in with these bankers and former presidents, and they're dressed like druids.
Yes.
And some guy brings over something it's an effigy that's supposed to be a body, a wrapped up effigy. It's also a bunch of sticks in a blanket, but it's like shaped like a body. Yeah. And then they drop it on the fire, and they're all worshiping an owl god.
See what I'm saying, man? That's why you guys have to really be careful. Like, it's not joking, bro. This is not a joke. These things are literally surrounded. That's why they love this holiday. This is the time for them where a lot of children do go missing. I do hear that report, but I really don't want to believe it, man, because I get scared, bro. I get scared. Let's continue to listen into this and see what else they share. Let's go.
The dense forest of Northern California is Bohemian Grove, an exclusive retreat set over 2,700 acres. It's owned by the elite men-only Bohemian Club. You've never been there, and you probably never will. It's not for you, it's for them. Strange things have been going on at the Grove for over 150 years. Every July for 2 weeks, the elite of the elite.
Yeah, that's what
That's it right there, right? That's it right there. How they go, like, they like, it's a ride. Right? They sound that way, right? I couldn't find that video, bro. So check it. Here we go.
That's it, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude. This is what we're feeding them. When you guys celebrate these holidays, you're feeding these people, and they stay in power. As long as you celebrate what they celebrate, they stay in power. Let's go.
Turn up and do stuff in secret. The gathering starts with the burning of a human effigy, a ritual known as the cremation of care.
Some guy brings over something that's an effigy that's supposed to be a body, a wrapped up effigy. It's also a bunch of sticks in a blanket, but it's like shaped like a body. Yeah. And then they drop it on the fire, and they're all worshiping an owl god.
This sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's actually happening. Some of the world's richest and most influential people turn up every year and burn a human effigy in front of a massive owl.
Bro, that's the spirit of Moloch, bro. Wow, bro. Wow. That's the spirit of Moloch, bro. That's freaking nuts, man.
Yeah, they're still worshiping this. They're still that's their god. You know what I mean? That's all the elites, politicians, all the people that the people that billionaires and all that. They be drinking baby's blood. They be eating adrenochrome. They be chewing on the pineal glands and this and that, man. You know what I mean? They're sick, homie. Like, they're so sick, bro, that they'll rape little innocent children with ugly ass masks on to scare the shit out of them, bro. And so their heart starts pumping adrenaline into their blood, right? Yeah. And after they're done raping them, they drink that blood, bro, and they get high off of the adrenaline in that baby's blood. That's what it is, bro. This is what we're dealing with. This is our enemy.
Wow, bro. Wow.
And it's good that you're bringing this out, Ak, because you know what? We have to know our enemy, who our enemy is. We have to know who our enemy is, because I was influenced at a very young age by these people. All right. And I almost died, homie. You know what I'm saying? by trying to follow after their traditions and their ways. You know what I mean? And it was just a life of it's a tradition of death, bro. You know?
Yeah, man. And you know, if you look at, obviously we know that these guys are about it, right? These powerful men with prestige, so to speak, with money, right? We understand that. All we have left is our wisdom and the governing of our spirit. But
yes.
You know, I'm glad you bring this up, because a lot of people probably say, yeah, this guy's a hater. I don't care, bro. You know, I didn't ask for this information. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like, you go searching for it and you're gonna find it. And I didn't want that. But maybe the Most High just decided to choose my little dumbass and say, here, listen, this is what you're gonna show them, because I need you to separate them from who us. Okay, so check this out. Let's listen to this. We're gonna finish it off, family. Okay, check this out. I got a couple videos, and then we should be done.
Just gave a full-blown demon-possessed performance at the Rolling Loud Music Festival, saluting the crowd with the devil horns hand salute, while he had an upside-down cross displayed on a screen in the background. And the upside-down cross is a symbol of the rejection of Jesus, the Son of God. In Psalm 14 and verse 1, the Bible tells us that the fool says in his heart, there is no God. Playboy Cardi was promoting this type of satanic foolishness. Listen, in Proverbs 13 and verse 20, the Bible tells us that he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. So if you make the conscious decision to consume this type of corrupt entertainment, you are deciding to drink poison that can bring about your eternal annihilation. And why would you choose to die in your sins when Jesus made the ultimate sacrifice to deliver you from sin and save you in his kingdom? Make the wise decision. And whether you
Rappers that admitted to selling their souls, part 2. First up, we got the demon himself, NBA Youngboy. Now, there's many reasons as to why someone would think that Youngboy has sold his soul, but he literally admitted it on a song called Moving On.
He don't got no name, he a cold stepper. I spent them racks on some more jealous. I signed my deal up in blood letters.
Alright, next up we got Fetty Wap. If you listen closely to one of his most famous songs called 679, you can hear him say that he's a devil worshipper. Yeet has been accused of selling his soul since he randomly started blowing up last year. Fans picked apart his lyrics and realized he may have admitted it in a song called Lying for Fun when he said this. Rappers that admitted to selling their souls, part 2. First up, we got the demon himself, NBA Youngboy.
Tabloids, political talking heads, and just about everyone is talking about the shocking performance by Sam Smith and his hellkeeper, Kim Petras, at this year's Grammy Awards show. The performance has been called a satanic display by many who watched, and in a now deleted reply on Twitter to Sam Smith's pictures previewing the performance, the official CBS Twitter page said, "We are ready to worship." So just what were they worshiping? Well, the seductive display of half-naked worshipers bowed down to Smith while he displayed himself in a top hat with devil horns, as flames marked much of the performance as his co-star was kept in a cage as his hellkeeper. The host of the Grammys, comedian Trevor Noah, joked about the performance as he imitated a phone call with his mom, calling him and reminding him that she warned him of the dangers of Hollywood.
Yeah, you did warn me about Hollywood. Yes, you did, Mom. Yeah, you did. I will. Thank you. She said she'll be praying for all of us. Thank you. All right.
The performance was then followed up by an advertisement by none other than Pfizer, who has also drawn the ire of millions of Americans who believe that this isn't the first time they have helped to thrust something upon the public without any discretion. In an interview, Petras was asked what exactly inspired the hellbent performance.
Well, I think a lot of people honestly have kind of labeled what I stand for and what Sam stands for as religiously not cool. And I personally grew up wondering about religion and wanting to be a part of it, but then slowly realizing it doesn't want me to be a part of it. And so, yeah, it's a take on not being able to choose religion and not being able to, live the way that people might want you to live. Because, as a trans person, I'm kind of already not wanted in religion. So.
Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Is this a dude?
That's a dude.
Shut up. That's a dude. Oh my God, bro. Hold on a second.
This new generation's in trouble, bro.
This generation is in a hell of a storm.
They in trouble.
I did not know this was a dude.
It don't sound like a dude.
It don't sound like a dude. And I was like, why they brocking his chest? Because he's a dude, and they didn't want to expose that.
It said it's what the hell did they say it was a transvestite?
A transgender. Transvestites they dress, transgender they cut.
Oh.
Let's just get to this point here real quick. This is crazy. Look, wait, hold on. I don't even want to see this. Let me move on. This is what I want to show. Check this out. All right, let me.
Demonstrations. Another goal that many of the artists, songwriters, and performers have continued to push forth is the normalization of God-hating in the form of modern-day Satanism. In fact, performers have continued to push forth is the normalization of God-hating.
That's right there, what you were saying, bro. That right there.
Yep, the normalizing all this, and along with it comes the normalization of child sacrifice. You know, and you had brought it up earlier when we was talking about how this coincides with all of the abortions that they be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're technically the ones that are promoting this promiscuousness, this devilish worshiping, you know, through their songs, through their acts. Like I'm sure we get involved because we have a lot of we got dumbasses in Mexico that worship the Santa Maria, you know, the Negra, whatever.
Muerta
Maria there, right? We get it. But this right here is on another level, bro. Check this out real quick. Let me play it one more time. Let's play it. I actually haven't seen this part. Let me check it out because kind of like now, dude. I cannot believe that's a dude. That's a dude. Damn.
Many do not realize that the very founders of the religion, both Aleister Crowley and Anton Szandor LaVey, believed in a literal Satan. Crowley, explaining in his autobiography, The Confessions of Aleister Crowley, quote, "I simply went over to Satan's side, and to this hour, I cannot tell why." And also wrote that he, quote, "was not content to just believe in Satan. I wanted to be his chief of staff." Anton LaVey, being more diplomatic and sneaky with his portrayal, was exposed for the deistic Satan worshiper that he truly was. We detailed this account in our video, True Hollywood Hauntings. LaVey convinced many that joining the Church of Satan was merely a symbol of rebellion and not an actual religion.
You see that? We literally just literally read that, bro. The 1 Samuel, that rebellion is as witchcraft. That's why they say, when you think that he's a good friend of yours, his rust hasn't gone away at all. He said it himself. It's not. It's just rebellion. It's not witchcraft.
A symbol of rebellion and not an actual religion that believed in a literal Satan. The only problem with that is that they've been lied to. What they simply see as rebellion or the advancement of their will and the acceptance of self was really a delusion painted by not only Satan, but even LaVey himself. In an article by Joe Schimmel titled "The Truth About Satanic Cults," he details his experience with one of the Manson murderers, Susan Atkins, and her knowledge of what.
Hey, we talked about this topic, you know what I mean? We talked about this topic. So now they're talking about serial killers, okay? All right, let's continue.
Anton truly believed. One of the delusions that we will clear up at the outset of this article is the lie that leading satanic cults do not believe in or truly worship the devil. First of all, it should be understood that Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, viewed Satan as a true entity that he actually worshipped before his death. Anton LaVey deceived a lot of people who joined the Church of Satan by claiming that Satan only represented the repressed forces of nature, but was not a real entity. In my interviews with former Charles Manson family member Susan Atkins, who was still in prison at the time after being convicted of 8 murders, she blew the lid off of Anton's lie as a former associate of Anton LaVey's, who danced for him and spent personal time with him before joining the Manson family, Atkins was privy to conversations with LaVey before he became popular. Atkins told me repeatedly that while LaVey promotes a watered-down, palatable form of Satanism to the ignorant masses, which he is deceiving, he acknowledged the exact opposite to her and to his inner core of Satanists in the Church of Satan. Susan Atkins shared with me that LaVey had told her emphatically while she was in his home that they truly worship Satan as a real entity and as the one who began the initial rebellion against God.
Again, it goes back to that. It goes back to that. And it goes back to that. Check this out real quick. Why are you opening up? Is it 1 Samuel? Is it 15? 23, I think. Was that rebellion? Yeah. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. What more you guys want to know? Anyways, that's all I got, bro. That's all I got.
That's wild, bro. They want to make disobedience, rebellion, and everything that's profane, like Antoine. No, it was Aleister Crowley, bro. I even read
Crowley, yeah.
time like he would eat mierda, bro.
What?
Yes, he would eat mierda just to spite God, bro, just because it was awful. He said he wanted to practice every most extreme awful thing just to spite God, bro.
Well, you know that just means, I mean, I don't even know what awful. God, I can't even wrap my mind around, bro. That's like straight Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, bro. The most awful, vile thing you can imagine.
Right. And they would practice those things just to spite God, bro. And you know how you were saying how they talk weird and they make these ugly ass voices and all that?
Yeah.
That's just to spite God. It's like they're trying to bring forth ugliness because it's the opposite of beauty. You know what I mean?
Wow, bro.
And destruction, which is the opposite of creation. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. It's
That's some heavy stuff, man. That's heavy stuff. And for you brothers and sisters that think that it's just okay, it's just okay, man. It's like the woo to the world, bro. Hey, man, no, you know what? Matter of fact, just here, I'll give this out. Here, I'll go here. I think this will be good. Here, I'll read it. I'm just gonna read it, and if you want to break it down, you can. But I'm just gonna read it. 2nd Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the sword in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. We're seeing it. Invading one another. We're seeing it. There shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Are we not being told those things now? Because of this pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Then it says here, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's happening. That's going to be happening. Behold, said God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising sun, from the south, from the east, from the Libanese, to turn themselves one against another and to repay the things that they have done to them, meaning his people, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord. All praises, bro.
I'm gonna get the definition real quick of that word sedition.
Yeah, right? Please.
Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch, right? So that's sedition. And this is why I'm saying this is why the algorithm is making everything that the Canaanites do popular.
Yeah.
Everything that they do is always going to be pushed to the forefront. Their music, their YouTube channels,
Yeah.
everything that they're involved in is because they push this spirit of sedition, knowing that it's going to destroy whatever nation that they are involved in.
Yeah, and you know, a brother told me one time, he's like, bro, you know, it's so weird, man. He's like, you should have more subscribers. People should be seeing your channel more. Like, I'm just surprised they don't. I go, yeah, it's the algorithm, bro. They
was
don't
thinking
want
that the other day. I was like, this brother, you're actually, I believe you're being shadow banned, bro.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
That means like, okay, for example, like when you go live, I'm not gonna get a notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you put up a new video or something, I'm not gonna get notified by YouTube because this truth is waking up. You can't hear me?
No, I could hear you.
Oh yeah, it's all right.
I could hear you. No, you're good. I could hear you, bro. I could hear you.
Okay. Well, anyway, what I was saying was, Salakia, bro. What I was saying,
the algorithm, that something about
shadow ban, okay?
Yeah.
Like a channel like yours is being shadow banned, so this truth is not going to come out and reach the children of the Most High God on a large in large numbers. Okay. But somebody like, it doesn't even matter, just regular Joe Schmo Canaanite comes out with some stupid whatever video about nothingness, you know what I mean? It's going to push to the forefront because they have that spirit of sedition in them, which, you know, the powers that be, you know, we know that the Khazars, they control the media, they control all forms of media, and they want to destroy who they would call the Goyim. So by pushing the ones that have the spirit of sedition, they're literally in making them popular no matter what it is. They're destroying the nation, bro.
Yeah, you know what? That is so true, bro. Because sometimes, like, I'll look at some of these channels, and I'm like, y'all listen to this guy for real? Damn, our people are just messed up, totally bugged out. But you know what, man? For the few that do get to listen to it, man, it's meant for them to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only speak for myself and the few brothers that I talk to, bro. There's actually people changing, bro. There's people changing. You know, and especially that video with the sister, man. And she's like at the store, and like, wait, what am I doing? No, I can't do this no more. All praises to the Most High for that.
But see, the thing is too, is that we're not gonna need no damn popular channels or popularity here on the internet, bro, because the Most High, he's putting his hand on us. He's putting his hand on our whole nation of people, bro, and he's making moves. You know what I'm saying?
I can see it. I can see it, man.
Right?
I can
So
definitely
to hell
see it.
with the YouTube fame, to hell with the 100,000 subscribers and 100 views on 100,000 likes or whatever. To hell with all that, bro. The Most High is actually putting his hand on us and making real moves in the physical realm.
That's right, bro. That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, all right. Unless you anybody, I don't know, wants to post something, I'm not gonna let no one on. That's not the class today. Hey, so anyhow, just to let you know, next month, I don't know when you want to do class. You let me know. I'll go to your channel. But every month on the new moon, we're gonna fast. Actually, man, you know what? This new moon that comes up, bro, do the class for us. You give us an understanding of the new moon, and I'll bring up some stuff from Enoch, so we can actually solidify that the new moon is on the dark moon, not the solid one.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. You
Cool.
got it.
So I got a couple brothers that are gonna be fasting, family. So again, for the next 3 months, we're gonna fast every month. Lord willing, we can fast maybe 2 days this new moon coming. Next month, 3 to 4 days, and in December, 7 days. Let's see. This is the time to gain that power because a lot of spirits are exercising their muscle, and our only muscle is fasting and prayer. That's how you get rid of these damn demons, family. I'm telling you right now. Cool. All right. Other than that, man, appreciate you coming, bro. Look forward to being on your channel, and hopefully that's an exciting topic, man. I get a thrill out of these, bro. So, anyways,
excellent lesson.
I'll praise to the Most High. Okay, family. So you guys take care. I'm gonna play some music, as you know, and other than that, man, I'm gonna do my best to do a class tomorrow morning. It won't be long because I need a rest. But anyways, all right. Let me go ahead and choose something, bro. Okay, boys. We'll talk again. We'll chop it up, and have a good night, man. Take care.
All right, shalom, man.
Shalom, family.
Shalom,
shalom. Yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Let me play this real quick. Here we go. Right here. Boom.
En la Plaza de Reyes, la Sumenta, Soplón. Yeah. ¿Qué vas a saber? ¿Qué vas a saber tú? Oye, chibolito, faltomé. Pulpín de los pulpines, batería de Rapunzel, de rapeos, de raptos, de lagartos en cuartel. Cualquier la pega de cruel con un viejo coronel. Soy flujo, se me antojó dormirme en el laurel. Elevé mi level con un label y un Faber-Castell. Ya un papel, lo empape con sangre de todo aquel que se jura Nobel y no ve mis trenes en la riel. What's so man? ¿Por qué no sacan la tabua? Juro por mis aguas que no te hablo por las powers. Soy chinchado neto, búscame por pico sour y te voy a meter al centro loco como Beckenbauer. Escúchame atento mi bro, que estamos rompiéndole en pro. El negro de Plaza de Reyes como siempre rompe de este micrófono. Que quiere meterle como yo pero no puede meterle taco bro. Si te pensaba que solo era un gallo, déjame decirle que se equivocó. Real motherfucker feeling on the street. Es el Black Sheep Metal de Plaza de Kings. Motherfucker, so bloom.
Nero Luigi, man, desempeña a la victoria para que sepa. Incas Mo, it's money gang, yeah. Yo también he llorado, gente. También me han desplazado por mi rasgo afrodescendiente. Sí, un perro no habla pero siente. Cuento historias callejeras pa' barrios de delincuentes. Soy un perro que te ladra, que te muerde y que te huele, nene. Soy más que Lele, ustedes para mí son pelele. Con mi jauría todo el día en busca de los cheles. Tengo un perro en fiscalía que nos mueve los papeles y otro en la comisaría para evitar el susto. Muchas veces me han llevado por solo como luzco. Perdón, madre mía, si yo le causé un disgusto, pero en esta vía yo crecí rodeado de perros chuscos. Yo sé que me quieren ganar, yo sé que me quieren tumbar y no pasará porque soy de verdad. La super rafina, la Dodo Style, metido en latina aprendiendo un quizá. Yo tengo el style, no mido la raza del perro, yo mido por la lealtad y yo soy leal. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad. Salí de ese peña aquí con una seña, te tiran para atrás. La calle limeña aquí nadie la tenía, ya nada es igual. Tiene que respetar, tiene que respetar. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad. Salí de ese peña aquí con una seña, te tiran para atrás. La calle limeña aquí nada le doy, ya nada es igual. Tiene que respetar, si yo soy tu papá. Es Incas Mob, negro. Es Incas Mob, nigga. Nero Luigi, man. Incas Mob, It's money gang, yeah.
Hey, yo. Yango en la maldita casa. Me llaman pa' que les dé al menos una vez al mes. Se metieron al lago y olvidaron que era el mes. For everybody bless. La fama es una puta, me está llamando a las 3. Dile que llame después de las 16 y 25. Volví de la infancia de Abraham Lincoln. Con fuerza ya inco, luchando para salir del rincón. Letra callejera en CD brinco. Under del under, puede que tu viejo te lo mande. Sale de vez en cuando como el cóndor por los Andes. Mi cuerpo no es de madera como Dandy. Antes que me branden, yo seré el ola que los expande. Aunque esto me pique en la madera, no sirven ni para romper el ticket de un evento afuera. Loco por la carrera, desafían la gravedad. Yo espero tras la barrera y llego con la novedad. Niña, tú solo espera que ya encontré la manera. He visto bastante por querer lograrlo saltando escalones dentro de la escalera. La vida me puso al depósito, yo soy de púlpito pa' que el mundo conociéramos. De esta parte mejor interprete caparo y de esta cordillera sin luz afuera. Que el espectáculo es dentro, la calle es mi templo, tiembla el pavimento, cuando yo me concentro. Mis disparos son temas, la calle un poema, se siente desde cuando entro. Y a toditos estos drogaditos que creen que rapean, los regreso al centro de mi balcón. Yo he visto el clon del clon en la misma gestión, pero a la malla no llega el balón. Y para esta pantalla no soy su patrón, yo llamo, esa es la cuestión. Y doy fe por cada renglón, consciente de la operación del final de Mbappé con la edad de bufón. De Yango en la maldita casa, Plaza de Reyes, papá. El Nero Luigi, Black Mental, hip hop peruano.
adventure together is going to span
Ical, hijo, abre los ojos. Tu cuerpo se queda con nosotros, pero tu espíritu debe seguir. Busca la luz. Aléjate de las sombras. Deja que nuestro dolor sea tu fuerza. Desde aquí iluminamos tu camino. Lucha como nosotros ante esta pena tan grande. Yo soy tú. Tú eres yo. La muerte que hoy nos separa, mañana volverá a unirnos. Eres libre, hijo.